Hello people of Earth, it's your pal the Orbital Outcast, Rad Gnarly, coming away with another low-key broadcast. Tonight is Thursday, and you know what that means. 3 hours of GWA action as we fill out the roster in Fire Pro Wrestling World. But first I'd like to say hello to everyone in chat or checking us out on VOD. No matter where or when you happen to be in this great big old world of ours, we're happy to have you with us. We hope the day finds you well. Okay, let's get into this thing fast and furious. My favorite strum of the week. Let's kapow everybody over. The Fire Pro screen. I'll bot myself into studio mode just to make it a little cleaner. Nah, I don't really care. Eliminating the two elements versus the one. We are in backstage mode though, so y'all are stuck with my big dumb face for now before we get to the actual shows, because we got some work to do. Let's check out... Okay, how are our scouts doing? We still have everybody out on... These two have been out for the longest time and haven't really found anything. I don't know what I'm doing looking for. I guess they have Stoic and Freestyle. I just went with the sort of best... Not the best match, but the sort of the best, probably the best match for my style. But I need to, or want, I should say, a lot more European talent. Once Mr. Question comes back, I think I'm going to send him to Europe. That's like the weakest, I would say, free agent pool. So I would, that in Latin America, so those two I would like to boost for sure. Okay, so haven't offered a contract yet. Haven't brokered a contract yet. Might look into that this third year of existence, as we have 6 months under our... Let's actually take a look at that. Let's take a look at our broadcast contracts. I was thinking about this earlier. We have 6 more months, as you can see here, on our local contract for local, like, monthly television specials, essentially, where we are paid $3,000 for our production services. Wonderful, right? And the conditions of which are we must not fire 2 or more wrestlers. Okay, we managed to do that. I'm pretty sure we can do that for the period of 6 months. I'm not planning on firing anybody. I wouldn't throw a contract offer you in the first place if I didn't think you were beneficial to the roster and I didn't want you here full time. Or as full time as you can get based on your health and stuff. But so we're going to ride this out for the next six months, which should mean that in July of this in-game year, so month 7 in year 3, which we're starting right now, we're going to switch over to our national coverage, which is another 2-year term. We're getting $300,000, so a 100 times increase in our revenue monthly. But we must maintain an audience turnout of 1,000 people or more, which says to me, or gets my brain thinking that, well, if I want to expand internationally, I should probably try to do that in the first 6 months of this year, at least once, to try to generate a little bit of an audience, because eventually I would like to branch out into other territories. Like, I have no problem getting 15,000 people into the Americas, but I would also like to branch that out and make sure I can get at least 1,000 people into a building no matter where in the world I go. I mean, I'll take it as a minimum, that's fine. I don't mind losing money. I'll take it as a minimum, but I'd rather do that before it's suddenly it's dependent upon my having a broadcast contract. At that point, like in July of year 3, I guess I'm going to consider these national television specials more like pay-per-views. So I'm going to have to try to work out a way to do some like GWA, like let's pretend we kept local TV, but it's actually just we get an hour a week type of thing. Hour a week to me is 3 matches. I could do that. I could pre-record or like pre-book like 3x4, say 4 weeks of TV, 3 matches per show, and then you do the pay-per-view as the actual Fire Promoter event. That seems reasonable. If that seems reasonable, let me know on all the ways you can contact me. Twitter, YouTube comments, join the Discord and holler at me. All that sort of stuff. Okay, so that's at least the broad stroke plan for the next sort of 6 months. Try to work a little internationally in the first 6 months, and then once we hit that national television contract, we're going to get that big boost of revenue every month and exposure, but we also have to meet those minimum attendance requirements. So just trying to branch out to other areas. I think I should go to Japan first. I don't know why, but I just have a hunch. I got some good peeps that are popular there, I would think. Okay, speaking of, let me double check my roster to see who can go and who can't. Don't really care about affiliation because face and heel is just sort of for the look of things. All right. Bing. Normal is fine. Good is great. So starting to be worn down. Man, Kobashi, what an animal. Just going out there and crushing it, recovering well from his big title fight. Okay, how's Kenny doing? Kenny's doing all right. Page, okay, oof, our newly crowned Hall of Fame champion. Hangman Adam Page cannot go, so let's put a little tick next to their name. I'm just live updating my text file that contains the roster and just a brief record of what I booked in all previous shows and what the match rating was in terms of audience percentage. And title matches are obviously indicated by what title is on the line, so on and so forth. Okay, so Adam Page can go. Anybody else? Okada shouldn't go. Oh wow. Okay, this is gonna get worse before it gets better. Okay, Okada's out. I'm trying to evaluate my own talent first before I see who if I need to hire anybody to bring. Okay, they're all good. Good. Oof, Thomas Walker should take the month off. Okay, heal up, buddy. At the end of his title run. Anybody else? El Tejano. Oh, sorry there. Got confused. Oh, Bill Bullock also. Man alive. Rough shape this month, everybody. Mad Polly can go, but also looking in rough shape. Dave Mastiff, came back in worse shape than Mad Polly is in now, and has been working steadily and fighting his way back into decent shape, whilst he also continues to get in the ring. So good for him. Rojo Jr. as well. Wowzers. Okay, so that's let me just do a quick tally here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Half a dozen members of the pool are out, so that leaves me with 13 of my 19 wrestlers available. Let's go hire somebody to bring that up to 14 out of 20. Okay, now hiring strategy for our first acquisition of the week. We're averaging about 2 shows a week, like in planning, prep work, and then execution. It seems to work out like about 90 minutes per, so that's fine by me. All right, so in this first block, as I said, we got to hire somebody. And there's a lot of scuttlebutt around the actual real world of wrestling right now that 2 very hot free agents may be headed to a certain company. And in the first iteration of the Gnarly Wrestling Aisle, we were fortunate enough to hire immediately one of those 2 gentlemen, because we spent the entire time enjoying the services and the work of one Daniel Bryan, Brian Danielson, in our promotion. So I thought, wouldn't it be a hoot to try to hire the other currently hot free agent, even though he hasn't worked in quite some time? We do have access to our Legends Promotions cast-offs. So in our free agent pool, I didn't notice, or maybe I was deliberately blind spotting myself. If I offer contract and go down here to Free Agents North America and alphabetize, let's go on down to C, what we can CM Punk. Showman style, so that works against us, but everything else about the way he's built fits with our style of wrestling, I feel. Also, he's insanely popular. He's going to be a B+ and a B, so coming into our facilities with our gymnasium, he's going to be even better than that. Yeah, and that popularity. I was sort of setting an internal ceiling for myself of $1,500 a monthly salary for my wrestlers to try to make them sort of, try to keep it under control, so to speak. I like to at least pay everybody at least $1,000, try to keep them happy, but I don't want to start hiring too many people with too many inflated salaries. Mind you, our current champion, Kenta Kobashi, makes about $4,000, like twice as much as Punk would be making, so... All right, we're going to give this a shot, see if we can get CM Punk on board with what we're doing here, see if we can get them to stroll down the Gnarly Wrestling Aisle. Let me, before I do this, because I'm superstitious about it and I don't know why, let me also go there and save, even though I don't technically need to. I know I don't, but I just have to do it. Make myself feel better. It's like a security blanket. There we go. Okay, so we're going to take him out to a fancy dinner. Maybe he brings the missus, maybe he doesn't. Ooh, a very fancy dinner. $2,500 for the fanciest of fancy dinners. What would the first thing say?
Friendship.
Hey, how's it going, Juice? Thanks very much for the friendship. Hope you're having a good night. Okay, I'd love to have a popular wrestler like them join us. So this is $2,500 for the negotiations. Come on, Phil. Taking Phil out to a fancy dinner. We're gonna wine and dine him. Well, we're not gonna wine him because straight edge and all that, but we're gonna dine him. They seem interested in signing. How much do you offer as a bonus? We're going to lowball him because we got that 3 strikes and you're out roll. We're going to lowball him once. If he says no, I'm okay immediately jumping to the 25 grand because it's a one-time fee, and we're saving money on merchandise production this month because we already have 3 categories of merchandise I don't need to make any more for. So, fingers crossed, everybody. Hey, Dork Chopped here as well. Oh, sorry to hear about your monitor woes, but glad you were able to grab a new one so quickly. Is it super fancy? Should I be jealous? I got the cheapest like 1080p monitor I could get off of like Amazon. We're streaming on a budget over here in the satellite of, I can't call it the satellite of love in my little shuttle here. All right, anyway, we're gonna try to cheap on this bonus for Punk, but he said he's not coming back for the money. See if that's true. Come on, Phil. Ah, did it. Kind of fancy, but I like top tier. Mid tier is still pretty cool. If it listen, if it's new tech to you, that's always good enough for me. You know what I mean? Like, that's nice. I don't have the top of the line thing, but compared to what I had, the thing that I got, holy crap, you know? So long as it elicits that within you, that's all you really need. Okay, come on down, CM Punk from the USA. We have too many people from the US. I mean, in terms of how I was trying to space things out, we got too many from the USA at the moment, but that's okay. We'll just put them at the bottom of the cycle. Editing my text file. Okay, oh yeah, you're way down there now. Next up, we need, I'm trying to get another Latin star rolling. Okay, so that is 20 out of 21 currently. Looks like we need to expand the gym again soon. Man, this third year, there's gonna be a lot going on. We're trying to expand internationally. We get that big national pay-per-view deal coming in July, where I'm gonna have to start booking and running 4 weeks of TV to build these monthly events. So that'll be fun. I will have pre-booked what is like the Fire Promoter event, and then like book the TV backwards from there, and then I'll have to find a way to like record and present the TV. Man, maybe I'll comment on it live, or should I comment? Anyway, that's all stuff I can figure out later. CM Punk, welcome aboard. Let's just save that real quick. And we got him on the cheap too. That was the first offer we tabled to them. Okay, which we lowballed on Poipus. Human resources. Managed stables. Okay, let's transfer CM Punk with no affiliation. Oh, let's put him in the heel camp. Oh, look at that. We're perfectly evened out with CM Punk in the heel camp. It's almost like I knew I was gonna get him. All right, let's save once more. Now, let's see if just him signing. Nope. Nobody wants a raise immediately or anything like that. Oh, you're just showing Odyssey the pipe bomb promo and trying to explain why CM Punk being in wrestling is a big deal, even though I missed his entire run. That's hilarious. Like it's a third-hand account. Okay. I don't want to admit that, like, okay, I accidentally got to follow CM Punk's entire career, like when he was working like Mid-American Wrestling and IWA Mid-South way back when he was first trained in like late 99, 2000. Working exclusively against Colton Cabana III, like Colt's original name, and working like that 83-minute 2 out of 3 falls match with Chris Hero, where they just did every move they knew at the time. All the way through Ring of Honor, all the way through him being in, well, I didn't see him in OVW, obviously, all the way through him in ECW to WWE. He's just like, I don't know. Kind of hard to explain and kind of not. Like, you have to admire his work ethic. He's a great talker, stuff like that. He can get himself over really well. Not as successful getting his opponents over, in my opinion, but you know, that can be a knock on most wrestlers. But just a real good hand, like real good, I hate using terms like that, but you know, real good in-ring talent. Again, real good on the stick. Can talk you into the arena and then can work his ass off in the ring. Like a real good talent. But like most people with that level of ability, also a little bit too full of themselves, also's got a big chip on his shoulder, also's got a lot of daddy issues, and like sort of takes those out on authority, which like, depending on your real life situation, like either gets you on his side or just like rubs you the wrong way, you know. So that's like not only his character, but since he's essentially himself cranked up to 100% or 11 or whatever the old cliche is, that's also like just how Phil is. Like he's apparently not necessarily difficult to work with, but has a bit of a reputation backstage as a bit of a dick, bit of an asshole. Let's see how he fits in the GWA locker room. I'm sure if he gets out of line, Kenta Kobashi will just chop him across the chest, maybe slap a tattoo off him or two. All right. So we actually have them on offer now. So I have 14 available wrestlers. I could technically just do 7 singles matches. Let's see what we got. Let's see what I can book. Just out of that. Book event, please. Just normal stuff. I'm not trying. Wait a minute. Wait 1 second. Was this one lit up before? I don't remember Landmine Deathmatch being an option. I remember these two. I don't remember the third one. Maybe I just never noticed it. But I remember these two because we did a cage show. I don't remember Landmine Deathmatch being an immediate option. I just got giddy. Maybe we'll pull that out. Pull out a whole deathmatch show just for funsies. Okay. Like I said, we're gonna try to branch out. I don't know if we want to do that this month though. Let's stick to the Americas for this January show, and then what will be our second show, maybe we'll venture off. I also maybe we'll investigate forming an alliance with an international promotion, and maybe we can actually do a promotional battle in the February month just for funsies, see what that's up to, or what that's like. He does like seem like an asshole, to be honest, but he's funny. Oh yeah, yes, like witty, smart, but again, he's got his issues, like everyone does. But as far as him joining or rejoining the pro wrestling community in this fashion, it is indeed a big get. Like no matter where he landed, him coming back after a lengthy absence is a big deal. It's not like Rock or Austin coming back, big deal, but it's for the last decade and a half of stars made in wrestling, pretty big deal. It's like Jericho coming back unexpectedly, I guess. Even though he only really would dip out for like concerts and stuff. No, he took a couple years off, but that was to build his Fozzy brand. Yeah, it's, you know. Every time Piper would show up every once in a while, like, I don't know. It's, you know, he's just a known figure and he'll do well. So good for him. All right, no title matches because we're just coming off a big show with a bunch of title matches. Like I said, I wanted to do singles matches, but let's see. 7-match card. I'm gonna put a tag team match in the main event, and I'm gonna put. Let's see. Who do we got? Who can we use and who can we not? I always like to put the heels on the right hand side. I wanted to sort of do a showcase with Kobashi and a partner, our nice champion here. Maybe we can find somebody on the heel side, not Walker because he's hurting. Somebody on the heel side that might. What if I found him a partner and he can go against the quote-unquote established team of Mickey Williams and Mad Pauly? It's gonna be funny because Mad Pauly is not popular at all, but he's our opening match warrior. Okay, let's try that. I mean, we're gonna give CM Punk a singles to see how they do, and then we'll have to talk about a partner for Kobashi coming up. So let's do. There's a couple of teams I'm sort of like experimenting with keeping together. Pauly and Mickey Williams, maybe. I kind of like the idea of Kenta Kobashi winning Mad Pauly over to the light side. Okay, so he's going to be our second person in this, so he starts on the apron. Who do we want teaming with Kobashi? Well, let's see. The only one not doing well is, well, it can't be Adam Page. Can't be Okada. Okay. Can't be Page or Okada. I don't want it to be Omega. Omega will put somewhere in the middle of the card. I don't know if we're going to necessarily put him against Punk, but somewhere in the middle of the card for Okada. Kent is already a big boy. That's a pretty good team. That's a pretty good team. They're all pretty good teams. I mean, let's see. Mickey Williams is a big guy. Mad Pauly's a big boy. All right, so if we're just doing a bunch of big boys. Good Lord. Kenta and Keith? Let's do it. He's in A popularity. He'll be all right in the main. Okay, Keith Lee and Kenta Kobashi, your champion. Boom. I got about 1,000 people. Not nearly as much as I would hope. All right, so now we fill this undercard with some good singles matches, including semi-main event is going to be the debut of our new star. All right, fill those seats, my good man. 600 people just showed up to be like, what's up? Okay, who are you going to put you against? Who else but the divine Matt Robinson, former GWA champion and known in the game as a 5-star jobber to the stars. So we're going to try to do our best. Fill this out. Okay, I'm not going to get... Well, with the tag match, I'm already not going to get 7 matches, which is what minimum I want. So I'm going to bring in 2 I'm going to do singles matches all the way up, and then a tag match in the main, and then bring in 2 people. Maybe I'll just bring in 2 people. For a singles opener, I'm just trying to fill out a 7-match card here. Okay, so let me jot these down as our ideas or our jumping off points for the card section of this. So that's Keith Lee and Kenta Kobashi. What a team! Versus Mickey Williams and Mad Polly. Equally, I would say, what a team in terms of how things shake out in the GWA here. So that is a real solid main event. And then Matt Robinson versus the debuting CM Punk right under that. I'm going to put Kenny Omega under them versus someone. We're going to have to find a new opening match warrior. We'll see how that goes. Oh, that'll be our 2 guests. So let's go find ourselves some guests. Before we do that, like I said, Kenny versus somebody. Kenny on the face side. Walker's out. Bullock's out. Like, these 3 are done. Rowe also done. I mean, I was thinking Randy one-on-one. But I kind of want to space out popular versus unpopular, if that makes sense. Like if I did Omega Mastiff, then I'll do like a Randy Orton versus somebody, so on and so forth. Okay, I'm going to back out of this for now. We're going to find ourselves an opening match. So we're going to hire we're going to hire a couple people to come in. I'm going to stick to free agents for now. We brought in Keiji Muto last time. They did a nice job for us. Not in terms of match quality, but they did a nice job in terms of bringing people into the building. They're also on my short list for Japanese talent, despite their age, because I don't know how long they're going to last on our roster anyway. So, you want to come back, Muto? Boom. All right, Muto's back for another kick at the can. Closed the year with it. He's with us, and he's going to open the year with us. Welcome back, Keiji Muto, year 3, month 01. Okay, so now we need somebody for Muto to fight. I mean, ooh, we got Keiji Muto in. What if Mickey Williams picks Keiji Muto to face Keith Lee and oh my god, Keith Lee and Kenta Kobashi. All right, sorry, Mad Polly. We're bringing in a guest, somebody that we're actually trying to sign. Mad Polly goes back into their familiar first match spot, and Mickey Williams gets a much deadlier tag team partner that might have title implications if we do this right. Okay. Interesting. So Muto's here. Ooh, let's back up and save. Muto's here. We're going to find ourselves now an opponent for Mad Polly, now that we shuffled things around. Free agents are fun and stuff. These guys are also not exactly friends of ours, but we have a relationship here for sure. I don't want to invite Backlund again, even though he'd be the cheapest one. He's only 16-16, right? I think he's got one of their tag belts. I'm not sure which. I don't know. He might have their championship belt. Oh, no, there it is. He and Leona Fuji. Okay, so he's junior. Backlund's heavyweight, so it's got to have the tag titles then. Okay. What about Go Shiozaki coming in? We're trying to build relationships with other promotions. So, in fact, the biggest, not the biggest, but the other promotion we could bring in, wouldn't it be hilarious if we brought in Muto, and then earlier in the show, we brought in the Great Muta? We should get a discount, but unfortunately it's not going to work that way. Okay, so I like that I can sort this by their affiliation, or I can just go, nah, give me all the legend, give me the Legends roster just alphabetically. Sure, a lot of you. Well, let's check it out, actually. Who in... Man, look at all this Trust D. Wow, they must not be using a lot of people. Wow, look at that. Everybody in the Ring of Honor section is like, nah, B, not a big fan. You even got one of their titles. Mr. Brody Lee also says nah. Whole lot of D-Trust going on, like across the board so far. Donovan Morgan's cool with it. He's been a champion there for a while. Interesting. Noah Legends. Oh, they're so pricey. I would love it, but they're so pricey. If that's their base salary, their one night fee is going to be ridiculous. I don't want to contend with that at the moment. Wow, very few people are happy in the Legends promotion. That's wild. Huh, I might just wait that out. Okay, so I'm not looking to cause any friction with any existing promotions. So, hey, Ray Phoenix. Mad Polly and you is a total clash of styles. That's not going to work. Some of my other shortlisted talent include, this would be a fun one. Mad Polly versus Rick Rude. Let's give that a shot. You want to come on down, Ricky? $5 for Rick Rude for a night. What do you think? Yes. All right, the ravishing one. Coming in to face Mad Polly in your opener. That'll be fun. What he'd like to have right now is for that fat, out of shape, greasy little sweat hog to get hit with the Rude Awakening and take the cover. Okay. Who did I just invite? Rick Rude, come on down, yo. Year 3, month 01. I also update our list of guest stars. We've had 2 guests in our lifetime from Noah. We've had 2 guests in that were offered to us from Impact. So I'm trying to build these relationships. Noah in Japan, Impact in Europe. But if I can't afford you, I can't afford you. Rick Rude is only $5,000 and he wants like $1,200 a month. Okay. I might move him up the card too, because why would I waste a Rick Rude match? Not a waste it, but why would I put him in the opener against a Mad Polly when I can do like Rick Rude, Kenny Omega for funsies? All right, we got some people in. Let's book this event, see what we can do. Standard event, normal stuff. Okay, no title matches, please. Oh, let me check, because I did a cage matches at some point. Everything's good here? Yeah, rules are all fine. That's okay. And then in our tag team main event, Mickey Williams found himself a tag team partner to get under the skin of one Kenta Kobashi. Welcome back, Keiji Muto, where we're going to put... Oh, he's slightly younger. Wow, they did a different face when he's slightly younger for these ones. That's fun. That's like him present day, and that's him like a little... That's him, you know, mid 2000s. Okay, I'll do that because he looks like a more heelish in that one. And as we said, they are facing Keith Lee. Keith Lee. Oh, I'll put that because it's got purple on it. And your champion, Kenta Kobashi in the main event. Okay. I think it's drawing less people than last time. And then our semi-main was the debut of CM Punk against our own Matt Robinson. Let's take a look at our options here. Oh, Undertaker gear. Early yellow. I guess that's like Nexus, maybe? The classic Chicago. Okay. The face column. Matt Robinson. Boom. All right, we got 2,000 people in. And then here we'll put Kenny. Sure. I gotta tell you, I'm so sorry, Mad Polly. Your opponent keeps getting moved and moved, but Kenny Omega, Rick Rude? Oh, with robe. Interesting tights there. Simply, so it says Simply Ravishing on the front of it there. And that is also says Simply Ravishing. Nice! So those are fairly accurate tights. Bonk. Okay, Rick Rude coming in. Wow! 1,300 people coming in to see Rick Rude and Kenny Omega. I mean, just for the Rick Rude part. Okay, that went well. I mean, that might also include the total for the match in and of itself. So from here, now we're kind of flying blind. Let's see who we have on the heel side. You're out, you're out, you're out. Yeah, we got Dave Mastiff. We got Mad Polly probably for the opener. Okay, here we go. Randy Orton. Quelle différence? Slightly different color on the trunks, or different color on the trunks and real dumb haircut. All right. 1,000 people show up to see Randy face no one. So let's see what we can do when we actually put him against somebody. That seems a good move. Jack Howard, Randy Orton. Dang, we are nowhere close. Nowhere close. All right, we got 3 more matches. We'll see how we are with social media and a $20 price tag. Bonk. Who's left? Now we'll just do like less impressive heels on the way down. Ilya's next. Sorry, bud. Sure, we can wear those. Building a following, which isn't, you know, bad. I just like the idea of like banging them back and forth here. Ilya versus Buddy Murphy, let's do. Nah, we've done that, I think. Let's do Drew and Ilya. Which we've also probably done. Let me check my text file. Ilya Randy versus Matt Robinson and David Houston. Okay. Keith Lee, Drew Adam Page. Drew Mad Polly. He was still fighting for a job. Haven't done it. Okay then. Drew McIntyre, Ilya Dragunov. Now we're getting somewhere, attendance-wise. Mind you, we only have 2 more matches to go. Okay. So that leaves... From the heel side of things, Mad Polly and Dave Mastiff are only 2 left. I'm so sorry. They're doing their best. Dave Mastiff here. Okay, keeping in red. Mastiff in red is wrestling for me. David Houston, and we're opening up with Mad Polly, Buddy Murphy. Looks like Mad Polly. Buddy Murphy. Buddy Murphy coming off an impressive win, I think. Got to build up their popularity. Got to start somewhere. Okay. Can we fill it out with a print ad? Okay, so we doubled the expenses just with the ticket price. So I think we're okay. Actually, let me do this. We actually got about 16.5, so we'll be fine. 16.5 with the print ad. Yeah, so we made more than double our expenses for on the facilities. We'll double check our merchandise. Like I said, we don't need to make a lot. We got CM Punk at a steal. It's all about putting on a good show now. I feel pretty good about this card. Feel pretty good about it. Okay, save that real quick. I don't mind bringing in 2 people. We had a lot of people down, like some of our more popular stars. Like I would have loved to have seen Adam Page teaming up. Like I would have loved to do the 2 champs in a tag team in the main event. I was always planning to do a tag team main event, but anyway, we got to put our champion out there for sure. Okay, management, training center's all done. Let's produce some merchandise. See, I'm not going to touch any of these. We did 5, 5, and 5 of these. I'm okay with only having 1,000 on hand, so I'll do some goods. I'll do 3,000 goods and 3,000 branded snacks. See how those do. So most of those expenses, as you see in the corner, is around $250,000, which seems to be our average for putting on a show now. But most of that is like the venue, and based on the attendance numbers, we're gonna more than double making up for that. So we should be good to go. Okay, everything else. Everyone who's not on the card on our roster is off the card because they need to heal up. So it all makes sense. We might need to give Dave Mastiff and Mad Polly some time off after this. We'll see how beat up everybody gets. Yeah, I'm not really going to loan anybody. I wish I could just I wish there was a faster way to just like make friends with promotions other than lending them talent, because like I gotta scratch and claw and fight for my talent and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like I gotta get them in the ring. I gotta get them over. I gotta make sure they don't get hurt. I'm sorry, but like I'm making use of these men and women. I mean, I don't have any women currently, but I'm making use of these peeps. Okay, so Rick Rude is actually facing Kenny Omega. Mad Polly is facing Buddy Murphy. Second match was somebody Dave Mastiff. I can't quite remember. Third match. Fourth match was Randy Orton. Randy. Oh, that's Jack Howard, Randy Orton. One that is Ilya. Oh, which always trips me up. It is a difficult one. Ilya Dragunov. That seems right. Versus Drew McIntyre. I forget who's facing Dave Mastiff, but we'll find out together soon enough. Save it, because I tabbed away from the screen. All right, cross your fingers. We got 2 people that need to show up for work. Everyone else is contracted, so they should be here. Come on, Muto and Rick Rude. Everybody's here. Oh yeah, Dave Houston. What's up, Dave Houston? David Houston, keeping it real. He doesn't seem to get nearly as fatigued as the others, but I don't know if that's necessarily true, or I'm just observing that he's fine now, and that makes me think he doesn't get as fatigued. Mind you, Mickey Williams is here too. In our main event. Later. For now, let me get my big dumb face out of the way and get down to the ring for our first match of the day. Buddy Murphy against the opening match warrior, Mad Polly. Let's get down to the ring and see how this one shakes out. Take a little sip of fizzy lifting drink on my way there. As always, the creature on feature here, the head referee in the GWA, Mr. Bigfoot, calling for the bell as Buddy Murphy with one of those signature striking combinations to open things up here against Mad Polly. Buddy trying to establish the power game against Polly in the early going. Interesting strategy there. Keeping the larger man off base for sure. As Buddy Murphy wails away. Nice extension on that power slam into the cover. Quick 1 count, and we're only 90 seconds into this one. Polly dropping him with a big fist to the face, gets a no count. Mad Polly, the curtain jerker worker. As always here in our opening contest. Getting that crowd riled up as only they can. Going tete-a-tete with Buddy Murphy. Both men coming out the worst for wear there. Nice snap suplex by Murphy, who has had the offensive advantage for the duration of this one. Mind you, we are still in the very early goings, so it's anyone's contest. Mad Polly, not quite out of the blocks yet here. Murphy with the go behind. You can see Polly slowly getting fatigued here. It's one of those precision strikes from Buddy Murphy. Having an effect on the big man. Nice leg lariat there. Off the ropes once more. Nice knee under the chin. Don't call it a V-trigger. Got Kenny Omega later in the card for that. Mad Polly exhausted, as he has just been absorbing punishment for about 6 minutes now. Buddy Murphy trying to chop the bigger man down. Been very successful so far. Polly sort of collapsing into that elbow drop cover more than anything else. As you can see how labored he is getting to and from the ropes. Polly's got to do something here to catch a breather. It has been all Buddy Murphy. Another big power slam. Kick to the spine again. Ow. Pauly back to his feet, but sucking wind. The big man is gassed, and the best kept secret is still fighting strong. Oh. Powerbomb into the spiral bomb from Buddy Murphy, and Mad Pauly just escapes. Almost spelling disaster there for Mad Pauly, who's got to find somehow, some way to get back into this one. Impressive strength out of Buddy Murphy, but you can see what it took out of him as he's starting to feel the effects of wearing himself down with the punishment he's inflicting upon Mad Pauly for the duration of this. As we are approaching just the 10-minute mark, here comes Buddy off the ropes, rising knee strike under the chin once again. Now those Kawada kicks to the side of the head of Mad Pauly, sets him up in the corner. Big boot across the brow. And now back into that powerbomb combination. Too close to the ropes this time. And it's broken up as we hit the 10-minute mark. Mad Pauly fighting with everything he's got. Has been outclassed for the first 10 minutes of this contest. I think that is fair to say. Looking to get things going. Looks like Buddy Murphy, as we've talked about, seems to be tiring himself out with the work he's doing on the larger Mad Pauly. Nice clubbing blow there. At this point of the contest, Mad Pauly's got a stick and move. You would think that of Buddy Murphy against the stronger Pauly, but at this point, Pauly's got to try to hit something impactful and then get himself some breathing room, quite literally, to catch his breath in between most of these maneuvers. As you can see, every time he is on offense, the pace slows to a crawl. Excellent work breaking down Mad Pauly by Buddy Murphy to this point. Oh, back to the face now with those kicks. Now able to drag Mad Pauly to the center of the ring. Murphy just having his way. A third violent knee strike under the chin there, and another kick to the spine from Murphy here. Back body drop, back to the spine again. Trying to seize up all those back muscles of Mad Pauly. Makes it hard to breathe, makes it hard to move. Your ribs ache, your lungs ache. Nice back brain lariat there by Mad Pauly. Like we said, doing everything he can to stay in this fight, but it is largely Buddy Murphy's as he goes for another powerbomb combination. Spiral bomb, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Buddy Murphy handily defeating Mad Pauly in your opener. Much to the dismay of the crowd, it seems. Let's see how this plays out. I don't think this is getting anywhere near 80. Okay, never mind then. All right. They loved it. Huh. The crowd reaction during the match did not necessarily lead me to believe that it would be that high. But all right, they loved the beating that Mad Pauly took, and they loved to watch Buddy Murphy dish it out. Just two guys going in, giving it everything they had, but unfortunately for Mad Pauly, he was simply overwhelmed by the best-kept secret, Buddy Murphy, trying to show that he is a secret no more. All right, in your next contest, it's the Battle of the Daves. I'm just realizing, David Houston versus Dave Mastiff. Let's get down to the ring in 1 second after I update my text file here. Ding, 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 ding. Buddy Murphy defeating Mad Pauly. Did I save it? Who knows? Best thing to do, just save it. All right, let's get down. Let's get down, get funky. Mr. Bigfoot calling for the bell, and we are underway in this, our second contest of the day. Second of 7 on this card. We'll probably have another 7-match card coming your way after we do a little bit of business in between the shows. We're going to fill our roster before we go off the air today. It includes 2 more signees. We have 1 debuting later today. And we're going to sign 1 more person. I don't know whom. Might be leaning toward Keiji Muto, if I'm perfectly honest. A little peek behind the curtain there. We'll see how the main event goes. Oh, what a counter! Countering that discus lariat into a roll-up. David Houston, the anti-gravity kid. Master of those roll-ups. Absolutely fruity for those roll-ups is David Houston. Makes excellent use of them. The longer these matches go, the deadlier and deadlier they become. Dave Mastiff just hammer fisting Houston in the face there. I might just call them Mastiff and Houston here. It is the battle of the Daves. These are the Daves we know, and they are facing one another in the ring today. Oh, I wonder if our sponsorship with both Burning Hammer Energy Drink and Lit Cola is a conflict of interest. Perhaps it's the same parent company. Oh my gosh! Dave Mastiff with a BV German suplex into the turnbuckle. Houston trying to circle around him, get his bearings back, trying to get control of this one. Both men connect to slug it out, and you can hear the effort Dave Mastiff is putting into each and every one of those strikes. And that senton. I gotta tell you, he took a month or two off because he was banged up. Came back in way better shape, meaner attitude, a lot more vicious moveset. I'm liking this new and improved Dave Mastiff. Oh, David Houston is not, though, as he's on the receiving end of that backdrop driver.
5 minutes gone.
Going for his versions of the Angel's Wings there. Couldn't quite get it. Trying to roll Mastiff up, but too close to the ropes there. That's going to be broken up. And they fight on. Nice chin crusher there from Houston. Trying to fight his way up that hill. Get back into things. Mastiff having none of it. Spiked him with that power bomb, but Houston able to kick it too. And we fight on. You can see the work Mastiff is putting in is starting to tire him out in his own right. Eats a splash from Houston, too close to the ropes. Goes for a splash of his own, same result. Sending Houston across the ring now is Mastiff, but Houston is able to counter with that Enzigiri. Got him up for the upper kick. Looking to knock Mastiff out. Moonsault press into the pin, but once again too close to the ropes. Mastiff able to grab that bottom rope with his hand. Break the pin attempt right away, and you can see every time Mastiff stopping now, he's gasping for breath. Much like the audience watching that beautiful acai moonsault out of the corner. Oh, underhook on the exploder by Mastiff. Dumping Houston on his head. Discus lariat. But he gets snapped over with a head scissors takeover. Anti-gravity kid now. Hitting those Angel's Wings into the Magistral. 1, 2. Mastiff able to roll the shoulder just in time, and we fight on. Oh, spikes Houston with a brainbuster. Dave Mastiff looking for that kill shot. Oh, no. Amazing run by Houston into the cover. 1, 2. Mastiff out at 2. Misses wildly. Gets hit with another Angel's Wings. La Magistral by Houston. Mastiff out at 2. Upper kick. Houston on a roll here. Moonsault press. 1, 2. Mastiff out again. Series of near falls for David Houston. Mastiff with the rolling hills. Spike in Houston. 1, 2. Houston out of 2. Dave's going at it hot and heavy here. Another rolling hills, and Mastiff dragging Houston away from the ropes. Hooks that leg deep. Almost puts him away, but Houston able to escape. I think Houston just missed with a jumping DDT, but he counters the powerbomb into a roll-up. Mastiff out at 2. Gets reversed on the Irish whip. Houston up top. Pop-up, roll-up, center of the ring. Got him. David Houston. What a beautiful maneuver there. Countering that Irish whip attempt. Getting that leapfrog. And that pop-up Hurricane Rana into the pinning combination. Seals the victory for the Anti-Gravity Kid. 96%. Another high 90s matchup. Heck yeah. Our first match was 98. This match was 96. Our average rating is 97. Yeah, there it is. 97. Let's save this real quick. Okay. Now, yeah, we're sort of going up the card into, bigger and bigger deals, essentially. That's how we're trying to do these things. I like that I have it organized face and heel. That just sort of gives me a quick rundown of who to put in the blue column and the red column. I should just call them blue and red. Anyway. Coming up next, a first-time matchup, at least in the GWA here. This has probably happened in some European promotion that I'm just unaware of during Drew McIntyre's time away from the national spotlights. They're both here now, though, getting nationally spot-lit. All spot-lit up in the GWA are Ilya Dragunov and Drew McIntyre, the two combatants in this next contest. Let's get down to the ring. Dragunov, another wrestler that in the past month or two, really taking advantage of the GWA training facilities to really hone their craft and really put a little more viciousness, a little more pep in their step, and a lot more nastiness in their moveset. We already know how nasty Drew McIntyre can be with that Claymore kick, trying to take his opponent's head off. Funnily enough, his opponent here, Ilya Dragunov, as you see a big headbutt out of the Scotsman, uses a missile headbutt as a finishing maneuver. So Claymore kick to the face, or using the face essentially as your main weapon. We'll see what wins out here. As the Scottish Psychopath is sent off the ropes, nice back elbow there. Ilya Dragunov kind of spiking himself down with those senton drops. Interesting style there, looking like in the tuck position it seems. Trying to ball himself up and essentially like short-range cannonball himself onto the chest of his opponent. And then back to work on the chest with those chops. Method to the madness of Ilya Dragunov. Trying to break down the larger Drew McIntyre. Interesting leg hook and expression on his face there. Big smirk on the face of Ilya Dragunov there in that pinning attempt. Thinks he's got things well in hand. Oh, chopped down to the canvas by McIntyre. Nice neck breaker there by the Scotsman into the cover. Quick 1 count there, says senior referee Mr. Bigfoot. Oh, chops versus punches, and it looks like Dragunov trying to cave in the chest of Drew with each and every shot, but Drew able to hang in there and drop Ilya to the canvas. McIntyre stopping short that Irish whip attempt. Hammer throw, shall we call them hammer throws? Nice neck breaker there as we past the 5-minute mark, as you just heard. Oh, big clothesline in the corner for McIntyre. Dragunov cuts him off with a knee to the gut. Interesting animation on the stomp there. Trying to get everything into it. Oh, future shock DDT from McIntyre, unable to immediately follow up. Dragunov back to his feet. Gets dropped with an air raid crash. McIntyre pulls him away from the ropes once more. I suppose that's also white noise. Oh, vicious backhanded chop across the back of the neck of McIntyre from Dragunov. Did not like that one bit. Dropping Dragunov once more with another ARC. And now just muscling the man back to the center of the ring is Drew McIntyre. Content to stomp away in the back of Dragunov. Nice throwing snap suplex. Trying to get him in that corner now. Oh, things get reversed. Drew McIntyre able to maneuver Dragunov out of the ring smartly, taking his time to catch his wind. So does Dragunov, and we reset at the 8-minute mark. McIntyre with a counter roll up, too close to the ropes. Back to that future shock DDT, able to capitalize right away this time. Into the cover, 1, 2. Dragunov out. Couldn't help but notice McIntyre didn't hook a leg. Back to another DDT, straight into the pin this time, another 2 count. What resilience by Ilya Dragunov, picking McIntyre up for that chop. And that tuck position senton. So we see the leveled up offense. Oh my gosh! The inverted Alabama slam? What on earth was that out of Drew McIntyre? I know he uses it in his matches quite a lot, but I don't know what to call it. It's certainly an inverted Alabama slam, at least conceptually. Oh my god! Shining Wizard there. Dragunov in a bit of a tizzy, going for broke. Able to grab himself a little time and space to catch his breath, but McIntyre able to drop him right back to the canvas and reclaim the offensive. Boom. Stay on the attack here. McIntyre doing his best now to wear down his opponent. As we said, setting him up for that Claymore, that running kick to the face. Could come out of anywhere. Ilya Dragunov with that very interesting maneuver where he can pull his opponent off the floor, or off the canvas, excuse me, and throw them right into an Irish whip into the corner. Very interesting move there from Dragunov. We've seen him use it in his past couple of matches here. Now he gets set up on the turnbuckle himself. A big headbutt. Oh, big diving senton splash from Dragunov there. Trying to drive the wind out of the larger Drew McIntyre. Able to drop him with a backdrop suplex, but both men right back up. McIntyre able to counter the following attempt, but oh no! Goes tete-a-tete with our senior official here, Mr. Bigfoot. We will tend to them at the conclusion of this matchup. Now back and forth they go once again. Dragunov with those chops. Oh my gosh! Left-handed discus lariat from Ilya Dragunov. But McIntyre retorts with that throwing suplex. Counts to 3 and then gets clocked in the face by Dragunov, countering the Claymore. Nicely done. Big throwing belly to belly from McIntyre. Dragunov able to counter with another knee to the gut. Back to the neck goes Drew McIntyre. As we have passed 15 minutes in this one. Oh, duck underneath. But Dragunov able to get him on the rebound. Hooks the leg. Just 2. Once more. Fool me twice. Shame on Drew. 1, 2. No. Drew just able to roll the shoulder that time. Dragunov is feeling it. Pulls McIntyre back to his feet. Inverted suplex. Oh, and then again drives the knee into the gut. Dragunov taking a bit of time for himself here, catching his breath. Oof. McIntyre fighting back. Sending McIntyre off the ropes. Another big boot, just dropping McIntyre. Expertly placed by Ilya Dragunov there. But McIntyre once again able to fight his way back to the center of the ring. Counters Dragunov with that bulldog. Throwing German. But Dragunov, no sells. Powers through. Launches Drew McIntyre. And just gets slammed out of the ring, but this time Drew McIntyre following Dragunov out to the floor. There are no countouts or disqualifications. And as we are 20 minutes into this one, things are going to get ugly. Outside the GWA ring here. Another release German, but no, Dragunov powering through. Sending McIntyre flying.
20 minutes gone.
As you hear the call for the 20-minute mark. Things going hot and heavy outside the ring. Nothing the referee can do to stop this. Oh, both competitors have to re-enter the ring for this match to be concluded. Oh, looks like Jumbo Mart's advertising moved to the outside of the posts. I see. Then we have Zan Travel. Dragunov with another nice backdrop driver. Pulls him away from the ropes. Oh, Kobashi style chops to the neck of Drew McIntyre. Counters with that air raid crash. The white noise, call it what you will. I know that's Sheamus' name for it. Drew with a big clothesline, silencing the strike battle for now. Another inverted Alabama slam into the cover. This should do it. 2, 3. Drew McIntyre just face plants his opponent with that vicious inverted Alabama slam. That's it. Just that easy, says Drew McIntyre as he defeats Ilya Dragunov. How'd we do? In a 5-star matchup. Wonderful. Wonderful. So far, so good. Yeah, it's literally called the reverse Alabama slam. Look at that. Haha. Okay. Another first-time matchup coming your way as Jack Howard doesn't exist. Wait. Let me just double-check to make sure I didn't accidentally. No, because he would have been Hall of Fame champion at the time, beating Batista. So yeah, he didn't face off against Randy Orton. So now he's facing off against Randy Orton. Ha-ha! Jack Howard, Randy Orton in your next contest is all I'm really driving at here. 98% overall average card rating. That can only go down. I mean, you can go up 2%, but it can, can also go down. As long as it's above 80, I'm happy and the fans are too. Let's see how happy they are with the Hollywood hunk Jack Howard, fresh off their loss of the Hall of Fame championship. The current champion taking the month off, former champ Jack Howard, here and fighting the Viper, Randy Orton. Let's get down to the ring. We will have patched up senior official Mr. Bigfoot, as you can see, and we are underway. Both these men, similar size and build. I would give the size advantage only slightly to a Jack Howard. He's the gentleman in the black trunks and the blonde mullet. Randy Orton is the gentleman in the black trunks and the tattoos, the two full skull sleeves that on this model kind of look like a connect the dots. But we are underway. They could have done a little more shading, I guess. I don't know. Whatever. Oh no! Jack Howard getting busted open with that punch to the face, punishing Randy Orton for it with that pop-up powerbomb, but that could be disastrous for Jack Howard as he's busted open early in this one. Not even 2 minutes in. I don't know if Randy Orton is the type, and as you see him going straight back to the cut, never mind. I was going to say, I don't know if he's the type to try to exploit that wound, at least not as much as some other competitors here in the GWA. But early trouble for Jack Howard here as he's busted open and busted open good by a shot to the face from Randy Orton. Now stomping away on that wound. Paints quite the target on your opponent, as you can now see him being dragged to the canvas with that headbutt. Oh, Randy Orton making use of the fact there are no DQs or countouts outside the ring, grabbing a kendo stick from under the GWA ring. Man, shades of Mickey Williams so far out of Randy Orton in this one. As we approach the 5-minute mark here, things have spilled out to the floor and they are staying there. Jack Howard trying to slow things down. Trying to seize up the back of Randy Orton. Nicely done there. Drops him with the brain buster. Rolls back into the ring. Oh, playing a bit of cat and mouse. There are DQs in the ring. Howard, oh dear, brings a steel chair into the ring and gets body slammed on it on his way out. Is Jack Howard. Still trying to get his bearings about him. Once again, trying to slow things down with a sleeper attempt. Jack Howard trying to control the pace. As we said, get his wits about him. He's been busted open very early going of this one. Just trying to bring the fight to Randy Orton as quickly as possible as that blood continues to flow. Randy Orton content to bide his time. TKO by Jack Howard. Busting out his signature offense to try to put Orton away. Just gets a 2 there. Orton tells Jack Howard to bring it on and then drops him with a thunderous clothesline. And an RKO out of nowhere, but Howard's back up to his feet. Sending Orton off the ropes. Power slam with the pin. Shades of Orton himself. And just 2 for Jack Howard. Drops him with another brainbuster. Howard giving it everything he's got here. Having been busted open early on in this contest by Randy Orton. Simple punch to the face. It doesn't automatically have to be a weapon shot or something particularly vile. Just an errant shot to the head. Busted Jack Howard wide open here. But he is bringing the fight to the Viper. Randy Orton looking for the adulation of the crowd and then hitting that RKO once again into the cover. 1, 2, 3. Randy Orton with an RKO seemingly out of nowhere making relatively short work out of Jack Howard after busting the man open. I think this is our first stinker. There's no way this got anywhere close to the 90s like we've had so far. Yeah, okay. 87. Easily the worst match so far. Unfortunate. I think that's mostly due to Jack Howard getting busted open early. I think if that hadn't happened, we probably would have gotten a corker, but got him out of there fast as we could. It didn't hurt our rating that much. Still in the high 90s. All right. We have another guest in the house, as Ravishing Rick Rude is here to face Kenny Omega. And that's just funny to say, so I'm going to say it again. Ravishing Rick Rude is here to face Kenny Omega in your next matchup. Let's see how this one shakes out. One Winged Angel versus the Rude Awakening. Let's see what wins the day. As senior official Mr. Bigfoot calls for the bell, and we are underway. Signature offense there out of Rick Rude to open up the contest, trying to wear down the arms of Kenny Omega. Bit of mistiming there from the cleaner. Rude sends him off the ropes and drops him with a healthy forearm shot. Nice backdrop there from the Ravishing One. I wonder why they didn't give him abs. That's distinctly what I remember Rude for, being the wrestler with abs when I was a kid. Like, he wasn't enormous, but he was like shredded. Action is spilled out side of the ring early on here. No counters or DQs. I gotta tell you, don't look like I'm a big fan of the mustache they use on Rick Rude, because from some angles it's like half a mustache. Like, it doesn't look like it goes all the way to the end of his face. Anyway, actually looks like it's two mustaches on top of each other. I'll have to double check that later. Kenny Omega, the first wrestler to introduce a chair, I'm pretty sure. But Rick Rude having none of that. That quick go behind. Interesting strategy here from both men, doing the early wear down portion of the match where you're trying to test the mettle of your opponent. Trying to get that underway outside the ring, as you saw Rick Rude just grab a chunk of chair and smack Kenny Omega over the head with it, which immediately prompted Omega to return the fighting to the confines of the ring, the only place you can actually win the matchup, by pinfall or submission. There are no countouts or DQs outside the ring. You can get DQ'd in the ring, but it's a rather generous 5 count. As you hear the 5-minute count in this matchup. Nice Asai moonsault to the floor. And Kenny Omega leveling Rick Rude. Snapdragon from Kenny Omega. Rick Rude fending off Omega there with a suplex. Omega grabbing a chair. And another Snapdragon to the Ravishing One. Kenny Omega back to work. The majority of this contest, a brawl outside the ring. Rather surprising. Would have thought both of these gentlemen would try to test their luck inside the ring, as you see that cross-legged brainbuster. Kenny Omega having his way with Rick Rude on the floor here. Back into the ring for a one-winged angel, but too close to the ropes. The only thing that saved Ravishing Rick Rude was poor ring positioning by Kenny Omega. He picks him up for a second one. That's another faux pas on the cleaner's behalf. Unable to capitalize on two one-winged angels. Back to that Snapdragon goes Omega, now dragging Rude away from the ropes smartly there. Fighting him back to his feet. Double underhook pile driver to Rick Rude. Hooks the leg deep. This should do it. 2, 3.
Goodbye and good night.
Seemingly took everything Kenny Omega had, but able to put Rick Rude down. Another 10-minute contest. Another one that's not going to come even close. Yeah, I was going to say, not even close. They saw the previous matchup as the worst one on the card and said, oh yeah? Maybe it's just to temper expectations for the following contest. But, oof, that knocked a sizable chunk off our average. Boo earns. Boo earns. All right, we're still in the 90s, though. Okay. Start your theories about us tanking those two matches to make this one look even better. As our next match features the debut of a new signee here in the GWA, CM Punk, making their debut against the divine Matt Robinson. And we're so happy that CM Punk showed up and not MMA Phil. All right, let's get down to this. And our next match, former GWA champion, the divine Matt Robinson against the debuting CM Punk, and we are underway as you saw Mr. Bigfoot call for the bell. Matt Robinson going to work early with those kicks, known for his strikes, known for that divine intervention, pedigree-like maneuver. CM Punk, early in his career, known for using a top rope pedigree variation that he called the Pepsi Plunge. And then once he got to a more national promotion, wisely did what most people do and just borrowed a couple of Japanese wrestlers' finishes, first borrowing Hiroyoshi Tenzan's Anaconda Vice before settling on Kenta's Go to Sleep as his finishing maneuver, which he uses to this day.
Give up. Give up.
Oh dear, for the second time tonight, Mr. Bigfoot tragically getting bumped into there and busted open. Obviously that's going to reopen the wound from earlier tonight. We'll get them patched up in between matches once again. That might affect their ability to count a pinfall or call for a submission, but they will continue to do their job like the professionals they are. Much like the professional work done by Matt Robinson in that figure 4 on the floor. So there were no countouts or DQs outside the GWA ring. Matt Robinson knowing that all too well. This is our first look at CM Punk. Signed with much hype. As we said, one of the two most coveted in real life wrestling free agents on the market currently. And of the two, he and Brian Danielson, or Daniel Bryan, if you're nasty. We had Daniel Bryan in Generation 1 of the GWA, so I thought, okay, let's try to get Punk for Generation 2. Very reasonably priced, on the market, willing to come for a song, really, doing us a favor. Definitely not about the money is the tenure of CM Punk here in the GWA. All about the competition. Brought him back to the ring after a lengthy absence. And Matt Robinson giving him all he can handle right now. With those vicious strikes, offense like that led Matt Robinson all the way to the top of the mountain at one time. Our inaugural GWA heavyweight champion. The first ever. He will not let you forget that. Punk trying to shake off let's say, 7 or 8 years of ring rust? No, it's got to be more than that. It's got to be like a decade or... No, wait. 24... No, yeah, 7. He left in like 2014. Like January 2014. Yes, he did show up and do some MMA work here and there, but I hope he bulks up if he's coming back to wrestling. Not only for the look, like the optics of it, because he'll look more like a wrestler, but also I think it'll be easier on his body to bump if he's a little bigger. I don't mean like fat or anything like that. I just mean like a little thicker than he was in his MMA days when you're training more for speed and agility. You got to put a little more power into your wrestle stuff because you got to support another dude. You know what I'm saying? Matt Robinson giving no quarter to the new signee. Whoa. Ducking out of the way is Punk. Looking for his own offense. Nice bulldog there. Grabbing the greasy hair of Matt Robinson. Setting him up for the Anaconda Vice is Punk, and here it comes.
Give up. Give up.
Into the submission maneuver. Robinson able to break free. Charging forward with a big knee under the chin at the 10-minute mark against Punk. Scrambling for a little time and space to clear his head. Robinson pressing the advantage. Thinks he's got it in the bag, signals to the crowd as he sends Punk into the corner. Punk able to fight his way free with that kick combo. Checking the time real quick. Roll through into the armbar out of Matt Robinson. And that is it! Matt Robinson with the move that won him the GWA Championship. An armbar, tapping out CM Punk, who remains victoryless in MMA-style competition. Oh dear. Also, the tradition of, the only person to win their debut match when they joined the GWA roster was Buddy Murphy. Everyone else failed to win their debut matchup. And CM Punk is no exception to that. In a surprising 11 minutes, I was expecting that to go much longer. That back rolling cross arm breaker from Matt Robinson causing Punk to immediately tap. Oh, our average card rating is in the 80s, guys. At one point, we were at like 96 overall. We only have one more match to pull this thing out of the doldrums. But thankfully, it is our main event as our current GWA champion, Kenta Kobashi, is teaming up with limitless Keith Lee to take on the unlikely duo of the Hell Knight Mickey Williams and Keiji Muto. Without any further ado, let's get down to the ring for this one. An epic tag team clash to finish us off here tonight. Mr. Bigfoot, freshly patched up, calls for the bell. Here we go. Mickey Williams in all black. Keith Lee in the white and purple. And we are well underway. Test of strength here. Surprisingly won by Williams. Emphasizing it with that headbutt. Just getting bodied by Keith Lee. Able to counter the suplexes, Lee. You can see sort of the cautious stance of limitless Keith Lee, despite being typically the bigger competitor in any given matchup. Deceptively agile for a man his size. Didn't help him in that sense, as he is double suplexed out to the floor by both Williams and Keiji Muto, who we're seeing in the ring for the first time. Sportsmanship out of Muto allowing Lee to return to the ring. Might be reconsidering that, as Lee takes the immediate advantage. Dodging that drop kick to the knee. Keiji Muto will be looking for that Shining Wizard. Looking for that figure four suplex. I don't think he's going to be trying to hit a moonsault anytime soon, but you'd say the same for Kenta Kobashi, who doesn't mind busting out a moonsault every now and again. And now we see your GWA champion, Kenta Kobashi, against Keiji Muto. And what a match this would be with both men in their prime. Muto trying to, Kobashi trying to slow things down. Once again, back to that headlock. Of course, many weapons in the arsenal of the GWA champion. He'll be looking for that burning lariat, the burning hammer, the orange crush. Now you can see a knee bar here out of Keiji Muto, trying to soften him up for a future attempt at a figure four, perhaps. Keiji Muto having enough for the moment, tagging back into Mickey Williams at the 5-minute mark. Likewise, Kenta Kobashi tagging up. And we are back to Mickey Williams, Keith Lee as your legal competitors. But they have isolated Mickey Williams on the floor here. Have Keith Lee and Kenta Kobashi. And Keiji Muto, content to stay on the apron. Oh, now he pops off. Didn't quite realize, I don't think, that there are no countouts or DQs here in the GWA. Oh, and as you can see there, with Williams grabbing that fork, busting Keith Lee wide open at the 6.5-minute mark here. That is dangerous stuff for the team of Kenta Kobashi and Keith Lee. Oh gosh, burning hammer to Mickey Williams on the floor from Kobashi. Williams going for weapon after weapon, getting chopped down to size by Kenta Kobashi, who's in the ring with Keiji Muto. Outside the ring, Williams and Keith Lee going tete-a-tete. We'll try to square things away now. Keith Lee going up. Best moonsault ever. But unfortunately, Muto wasn't the legal man. Keith Lee popping him up and slamming him down. And now a double suplex to Mickey Williams, sending him back outside. Once again, the strategy from Keith Lee and Kenta Kobashi, at least as far as Mickey Williams is concerned, seems to be get him outside the ring and beat him in his own element. Meanwhile, in the ring, Keiji Muto just spiked Kobashi with a pile driver. Gets a suplex for his troubles. Mickey Williams back in with the chair, but he's got to let go. He's got to drop it.
Give up.
Burning hammer onto the chair! Kobashi into the cover! 1, 2, 3! My word! Maybe there's a storm rolling in, or maybe like parking is an issue at this facility. But the last half of this card, it seemed like the wrestlers were in an awful big hurry to get in and out of this ring. Yeah, as we had a stinker of a main event. What on earth happened? Wowzers. I was not expecting that at all. I was expecting like a half-hour knockdown, drag-out affair where they just whoop the crap out of each other. But a burning hammer onto the chair, and down goes Mickey Williams. Oh, please. Oof. I'm so lucky that the first 3 matches of this card were as good as they were, because that's the only thing that propelled us to stay above 80. Wow. Okay, so everyone was happy, but not super happy, if you know what I mean. Okay. Ooh. Over 16.5. Call it a flawless show. I wouldn't necessarily call it a flawless show, but okay, we did okay. Any other... Oh, we got a new AEW 6-person belt. Champs. Orange Cross. Hang on. We got a new 6-person champs in NXT. Hot Sauce Tracy Williams, I think, is the ROH Junior champ. 6-person champs in Dragon Gate. G Raver and Nick Gage are the junior tag team champions in Game Changer Wrestling. Sure. And I made $400,000. Yes, please. How did that work out? Oh, we did great on all of our stuff. Oof. Look at that sponsorship from Lit Cola. Hot diggity dang. Okay. Wonder what we're doing for that 80 grand. Nothing of note happened. Nothing of note. I'll take it. I'll take it. Okay. Okay. Oh. Thomas. I don't know who that is. Thomas in America. So we found somebody. Let's save. Let's go check that out. So they were looking for Strong and Showman in America and Japan. Let's do Strong America 6 months. I do 6 months at a time. Make offer. There we go. Off you go. Let's do this. Personal advice on trust. Keith Lee. Okay. Consultation. Keith Lee wants some more money. Hey, buddy. There you go. Anybody else? Oop. Mickey Williams. Okay. I like to take care of all this stuff first. How we doing, Mickey? There we go. Tiny raises. Tiny raises. Like if you do more tiny raises more often, maybe they'll think that like, oh, they're always looking out for me. They're always giving me like little bumps here and there. You know what I mean? Dragon Rojo Jr., who didn't even work last month, but sure, we'll bump you up a little bit. Yeah, I feel like the signing of CM Punk, everyone's like, he's getting $2 grand. I'm only getting 1. Let's start making those things even out. You know what I mean? Okay. My word, there's so many this time around. Dave Mastiff's been putting work in. What do you think, bud? What are you making? There you go. A little bit more here and there. No problem. How we doing now? Are you sure? Okay. We're doing well there now. So let's save all that. Oops. Let's save all that. Let's check out our training center and do our repairs. Bump, bump, bump. Bong. Okay. Now what does Judo Coach do? Slightly increases defense and increases durability. Slightly increases attack, slightly increases durability. Do I not have that yet? No, it looks like I don't. Okay, I don't have a ring doctor, I don't have a lounge, and I don't have a mat work coach. I'm gonna get a mat work coach. I know it's pricey. Yeah, I know it's pricey, but it does attack and durability. I'm also doing durability here, so this will just be like a little extra. There we go. We got a new mat work coach. How we do merchandise wise? Well, we're gonna dispose of these. I'm gonna leave these photo collections. They're not going as fast as we would like, but that's fine. And we got rid of everything else, so that's good. Okay, we'll worry about that later. Save that again. Now, let's check out our promotional stats. Yeah, 20 out of 21. You got it. What are you guys main eventing with? Alexa Bliss, Cedric Alexander, but they half-filled a 40,000 seater. They're getting more ambitious. Match of the show was Mustafa Ali versus Eric. We had Mustafa Ali last time around. Did quite well for us. New Japan, what are you headlining with? Ooh, Hanma Amazing Red, having a real corker in the middle of the show. Tetsuhiro Yagi, who I don't even know who that is, versus Taka Michinoku. Must be like a young boy? But again, they barely half-filled a 30,000 seater. Okay, so we're at least doing well in terms of our own attendance, satisfying our own fan base. I need to check human resources. No. Wrestler stats. Okay, how's everybody feeling? Jack Howard's feeling like crap. Okay, let's get up here. So Jack Howard's out this time. Everyone that was out last time should be back though, so that should be something. Including Okada. That's fun. Okay, so Howard's out. Robinson's... I mean, the people that wrestled should be doing okay, because half of them only wrestled like 10 minutes. And it's not like they were like destroying each other for those 10 minutes. Okay. Alrighty. Okie doke. Alright, so Mad Polly. Gonna Mad Polly a break. Oop. Oh, I don't know. Mastiff. Mastiff's hurting. Okay. I thought so. I thought it'd be Mastiff and Polly out. But that's okay. Okay. So that's only 3. So once we hire our 21st person, we will have 18 available out of 21. So that's not too bad. Okay, Mastiff, Mad Polly, and Jack Howard. Jack Howard's a bit of a blow, but as we said, we got everybody else back. So let's go hire our 21st person. I didn't really do anything but keep a record of who was hurt there, but I'll save it anyway. Human resources. Offer somebody a contract. Now, I'm not stealing anybody from any promotions. I don't want people to hate me, even though you can clearly tell that there's lots of people with distrust going on all over the place. There's this Legends promotion with all of these people that like don't really trust them, and they're all literally legends. I mean, for the most part, they're literally legends. Oh, what I would give. Oh yeah, let me just slide Mitsuhiro Masawa into the mix. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Takuma Sano, underrated Noah performer. I always liked his work. Some of them are a little pricey because, like we said, they are legends, so some of them charge for legendary things. Oh, Skipper's Hoyt. Shark Boy! Snap up Shark Boy. I mean, not as deep a legend roster as I was thinking. But anyway. Okay, we just plucked somebody from North America. We keep bringing in Keiji Muto, so that's one of our choices is Keiji Muto. We're going to give them a look, but I've been trying to sign Ray Fenix for like months. So I'm going to keep plugging away. I'm going to give Ray Fenix 3 chances to turn us down. And then we're going to go from there. Okay, Ray, what do you think, bud? Concerned that Raw wrestling style doesn't match theirs? Don't worry about it. Just come in and you're lucha, sure, but just come in and do your thing. I guarantee you people will stand up and take notice. We had Rey Mysterio on our other incarnation. and in our other incarnation, they did wonderfully. So we're going to try to lowball them first. What do you think? Shows interest but doesn't agree to your terms. So that to me means let's just beef up that offer a little bit. I'm going to go middle right away. I'm not going to try to lowball him twice. I'm going to go middle. Because like I said, we've been pursuing this guy for a little bit. Okay, that was strike one. We got 2 more kicks of that can. If they say no, we got to move on to somebody else. So scouting is all done. I'll do the contract first, and then we'll do merchandise when I figure out what I'm booking. Latin America, Rey Fenix. $10,000 bonus. Come on down. Not a fan. I'm going to go all out. Just because I think once he gets in the ring, it'll be a different story. If he says no, I could always try to invite him in as a talent so he can prove himself. And you know what I mean? Like we can audition for each other sort of thing. Promotion and talent. Okay, one more time. I'm also going to back out. I mean, I'm going to, reload after I do this just in case offering him a contract excludes him from being invited, you know what I mean, to the event later. Oh, we already talked to him. No. All right, this is it. How about for $20,000 as a bonus, Rey Fenix? What do you think, bud? No. Okay. Man, that is a tough nut to crack. That is a tough nut to crack. Okay. Oh, there we go. It's like, okay, we have music. What is the screen, please? All right, let's get back in there. So Rey Fenix, I'm going to try to at least hire him as a freelancer. Even though he keeps turning me down, he'll turn me down for that too, saying that like he wants to work for me, but not at that event or something like that, even though we haven't booked anything. Okay, so major disappointment, but I think that's going to take us out of the Latin American area for a while now. We definitely have another. We already got our American star in CM Punk. We have some other ideas for Latin stars, but I want Rey Fenix first. Okay, so going to the next one, let's try Japan. All right, Keiji Muto, how would you feel about just signing with us full time? What do you think? They don't hate us. What do you think? 1,500 smackaroos, and we're gonna lowball Keiji Muto to start with, just cause. What do you think, Muto? Just because of the age, I figure it's the wise thing to do. Muto. Nope. Muto says no. We're gonna mid-ball him twice. We're gonna mid-ball him twice. That's his chance. All right, back into GWA. We're getting turned down left and right with these contract offers. Human Resources offer ourselves up as a possible employer for the legendary Keiji Muto. Come on, buddy. 15 grand says, welcome aboard. Nope. I'm going to mid-ball him again. He gets one last chance to accept 15 grand. I'm not going to go up to 30. Not quite yet. If he says no, we're moving on. We are moving on. Okay. Offer contract. Are you sure, Keiji Muto? Here we go. There we go. Yeah. Okay. On second thought, yes, I will sign with you, says Muto. You got it, buddy. Okay, so we signed them there. Hang on one second here. You become the new this. Yeah, putting you in brackets. And then putting you at the bottom, because we just did that. I don't know, Rick Rude was shortlisted as one of the American talents I was looking at. I don't know after that performance, after his lack of real consistent effort there against Kenny Omega, I'm not quite sure. All right, we got 21 out of 21. Yeah, our next big get, trying to get another Latin star. Like I said, I got a couple more shortlisted beyond Rey Fenix, but he's my main ask generally. Okay. So now we got 18 people. Muto's with us all the time. Let's get over to management. Oh, sorry. Let's go over to human resources. Muto is obviously a face, so it's the face thing. Okay. Nice and affordable. And let's run ourselves an event. Oh yeah, this is where we're going to try something different. I have nothing on the line in terms of, ooh, there's a big rivalry we have to do. I have nothing in terms of like, ooh, there's a title match I'm building towards, other than about like the, you know, probably the March or April show. I would want to do a title match, or maybe I'll do one in March and one in April, and do like, you know, Hall of Fame 1 month, and then the GWA the next, and then just stagger those for a couple of defenses for each of the titles over the course of the year. So I don't really have any like obligation to do a straight up GWA event. I have a couple of hurt people. I got a couple of new roster members, but there's nothing saying that I can't, for example, try to challenge a promotion to a battle or something. So let me check. Before, yeah, I'm not going to do any merchandise or anything like that before, because I don't want to futz this up. Let me just check my merchandise. Yeah, I just got photos. That's not terrible. I'm not going to worry about that. I'm not firing anybody. What, anything else? That's the overall match evaluation. It must be 50% or more. Actually, 60% or more. Oh, I got 250s. Anyway, average match evaluation must be 60% or more. That's the overall rating for the show. Has to be higher than 60%. So we got to put on a decent show, or else our sponsors will leave us. No problem. I did not know we were getting 80 grand a month from Lit Cola. That's awesome. All right, we're gonna keep all that. Is it management? No. Is it human resources? Yes. Broker contract. This supposedly makes it easier to, like, you know, buddy with a certain promotion. I was thinking of Impact Wrestling or Noah, because they're both in territories we're not. I think I'm gonna go Impact, being a B in Europe, and then D's everywhere else, where we are a B in America and D's everywhere else. So we can, you know, we might be able to help each other here, is all I'm saying. Let's try. I don't know about brokering a contract, though. Is that something I have to stick with? I don't know how long I have to stick with it. You know what I mean? So let me save this really quick and see if instead of that, I can just do event and then just try a straight up promotional battle with Impact and see what they say. Worst they can do is say, frig off. We will negotiate with Impact to hold a cross-promotion event. The outcome can make or, I mean, they mean or, but make our break our popularity and income. Make or break. From what I understand, because I read the a bit of the advice columns here that generally act as the instruction manual. From what I understand, if you win your battles, like win at least 3 out of the 5 matches or whatever it is, you get 70% of the profits and your popularity goes up. If you lose, you get 30% of the profits and everyone takes a big old stanky dump on your popularity. So this is pretty risky, but I don't know that it affects your popularity. I don't know where it affects your popularity, let me say. So I don't know if that's going to, like, oh no, you lost to Impact, this European promotion, so now we're lesser in Europe, because we already are. We have no presence there. So this is why we're doing the cross-promotional thing in the first place. Anyway, let's see if they turn us down. Just on a whim, let's try to do a promotional battle with Impact. Here we go. No, thank you. They have no interest in working with you. Looks like they don't like your match style. Okay. So let me back out of that. I apparently can only try 1 cross-promotional battle per month. So let me try 3 of these to see, take out 3 strikes of this. So Impact said, heck no, you wrestle funny. So they don't want that. Let's do a cross-promotional match with Pro Wrestling Noah, perhaps. Ooh, a C in America and Japan. We're helping them out there, I think. Okay, let's try a cross-promotional fight with Pro Wrestling Noah. See how that goes. Oh, wouldn't it be hilarious if GCW was like, I'll fight you. I would do a hardcore show against them just for funsies. They are strong, showmen, hardcore. Strong, kings. Okay, Kings. I'm gonna try maybe the Legends promotion just to see who they give me, because that would be, I think, more interesting battles, but we'll see. They got 5 belts in existence. No one only has 4 going. I only have 2 going. Okay, I'll try the Legends promotion and see what's up. That's another European one. They're below. Ooh, they're actually slightly more popular than Impact. They have a better presence in America. Let's try. All right, Legends, what do you say? They don't have enough wrestlers available for a cross-promotion match. That does not make any sense. Let's back up there. They do not have enough wrestlers available. I don't believe that. How about that? I don't believe that. They had a bunch. I mean, I have 21, 18 of which I'm willing to put on the line. So if you have as many as I do, I feel like we're good. They have 23. They have more than I do. Maybe some of them are hurt and they don't have enough. Impact said no, or the Legends, sorry. They had 41 and they somehow won't do it. All right, Impact said no, Legends said no. I'm going to try Noah. Pro Wrestling Noah. They don't have enough wrestlers available. I don't believe you again. That's so weird. Okay, can't do it. I'm going to try to broker a contract then. If I broker a contract, all right, let me try cross promotion. I just want to try everybody. Who likes this at all? Lucha style. They'll be like, I have no idea what to do with you. They only have 13 wrestlers anyway. How do you not have enough? They have 28. They had 23. I'll try GCW. They have no interest. Style clash, I totally get that. Like that I understand. But telling me you don't have enough wrestlers, you need 5 wrestlers. It's 5, usually 5 singles matches. Like you literally need 5 wrestlers. I don't understand that part. Where they're like, sorry, can't do it. Not enough people. Not nearly enough people. Okay, GCW said hell no. They are indifferent to us. They don't care about us at all. Dragon Gate, what do you think? Boom! Okay, GWA versus Dragon Gate. That's interesting. Okay, I'm going to book the event, which is only going to take 5 of our people, and then I can loan people out to the other promotions that aren't Dragon Gate, and we'll see what's up. By the way, they only had 13 wrestlers on their roster, so I don't know. I don't know what the criteria are, why they didn't have enough. Okay, here we go. This is a special. Let me write down here. I didn't invite anybody. No. I got no guests. Don't need to, because we have ourselves promotional battle versus Dragon Gate coming up in our next contest. Okay, now what can we build out of this? Book that event. We can't make it, unfortunately we can't make, oh my god, Dragon Gate Heavyweight Championship on the line. Unfortunately we can't make it, like a hardcore match or like a cage match or anything like that. That would be dope. Okay, let me do this first before anything else. Speed 125. Rope breaks on, elimination off, lumberjack off, tornado off, cut play on, DQ count on, outside count off, critical, low, entrance style team. Okay, and now I gotta do all 5 of these. Okay, so let's just do, they're all gonna be unlimited time. Let's just do this all the way across. Unfortunately, this also means I'm gonna have to double check. When I go back to booking normal events, I gotta double check the rules. I actually need to make a note in my text file here. There. Because we won't be getting that till next week, obviously. Okay. 5th match, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just do everything in time. So rope breaks, gotta turn those on. Okay, rope breaks are on all the way across. What about 5th match? Cut play and DQ. Cut play, DQ. That's in case we eventually do tag matches in a promotional battle. I'm pretty sure it'll save all of these settings. Okay, low team, low team, low team, low team. I wish we could do managers and stuff. There's a whole bunch of stuff I wish we could do in Fire Promoter, like book different matches in different slots, like not having to do an entire cage match pay-per-view, but putting in a cage match in the middle of your card to see how the people react, because that's something you could do in real life. All right, so that's all 5 of these look the same. Perfect. They are putting the Dragon Gate Heavyweight Championship on the line in one of their 2 matches. We are still trying to sell out this 15,000 seater, huh? What if we go to Japan? $10. We're doing social media posts. We're in this 5,000 seat arena. Let's see what we can do. So, oh, I'm in the red corner all the way across here. So I'm going to just do my most popular wrestlers. That's my main thing. Whoever's healthy and popular in America. Anybody A or S's? I'm gonna look for A's and S's to start with. Like Omega. There's one. Keith Lee. There's another one. Come on. Randy Orton is an S. CM Punk. There we go. Randy Orton. Okay, I'm gonna put Randy Orton in here against your Dragon Gate Heavyweight Champion. It's the most over guy I have on the roster, it looks like. Heel though they are. Yep, popularity S. Boom. Only 99 people showed up. I guess he's not that popular. Oh yeah, I gotta do, I'm in Japan, I forgot. Hang on. Okay. Kenta Kobashi. My champion, my heavyweight champion versus yours. 30 people show up for Kenta Kobashi. Hang on 1 second. Randy Orton. Okay, 30 less people. Oh, 30 extra people showed up for Kenta Kobashi. Yikes, it's a hard sell. Okay, let me do a... I don't have a junior champion. That would be hilarious. That would be weird. Wait. So if this works and my guy wins, they're the inaugural junior champion, and if the other guy wins, they get to be my first junior champion and they're not even affiliated with us? That's kind of cool, but then I'd have to like just keep track of who in Dragon Gate gets this belt if that works. Let's try that so I don't actually like lose. Like I'm using my heavyweight champion against their heavyweight champion, and I don't necessarily lose a belt, but it shows up for the first time and could potentially be, you know, oh man. Okay, who do I want? I think I want Dragunov. No, I want Buddy Murphy. Yeah, we're gonna do Buddy Murphy against whoever you got in the main event. Nobody's showing up for this crap. Okay. Okay. Oh man, that barely made a dent. 94 people showing up. Okay, so again, the most popular people in Japan that can actually go. So that's the second letter. Omega's got a B. I mean, Okada's back, so let's just do Okada immediately. Because Okada brings 181 people. We have no presence in Japan whatsoever. Second letter, Keiji Muto, who we just signed. I mean, we're stacking it. Can't even get 1,000 people in the door. Second letter, how you doing? Again, Randy Orton, crushing it. CM Punk also does well. There you go, Punk. You can chill here. That got 1,000 people into this medium hall. What about a small hall? What about a gymnasium? I can't even fill the gymnasium. Not even, oh my gosh. With a TV commercial, I can fill the gym. That's brutal. Okay, so Japan rural is a hard sell. Smallest haul here is 3,500, huh? Okay. Whoa, okay. Mexico, meanwhile. It would be really interesting to put a Dragon Gate versus GWA show in a territory that is not native to either promotion. That's pretty fun. 1,500, huh? How about here? Okay, I can get 17.5 in? Yeah, I'm prepared to lose money on this one. 1,500 in that area. Okay, what about Europe? 940. Or 914, excuse me. Less in that part. But here, 1,500, no problem. 1,500 with no advertising. Okay. Very interesting. Very interesting stuff. So we're going to get pay-per-view for this. We have 6,000. We have 6,000 as our expenses. See, if we keep those down, we're not doing any advertising. We're in a gym in Mexico. Yeah, for 6 grand, no advertising, a little 1,500 seater. Starting from scratch, essentially. We're making 15 grand, so that'll cover our expenses. And like we said, I don't really anticipate moving a lot of merchandise, so I don't really need to make any. So this is going to be a real tiny show, business-wise, but could be massive depending on if we win or lose this battle. So it's kind of a mixed blessing. We're checking out a different territory, we're engaging with a different promotion, and we're trying to do the best we can. I mean, look at that. I just filled a 5,000 seater. I got 13,000. I can get 13,000 people with no advertising to come to a 40,000 seat arena. I can get 10,000 people in for $10 for nothing. Okay. American Urban. Where's is it medium I'm doing? Wow. Yeah, so not as good here at all, huh? So $10, no advertising. Yeah, we're going real tiny with this one. An urban gymnasium in Mexico. What's the next one up? 5,000. This is why I'm trying to get Latin American stars and stuff too. I'm just gonna stick with that. It's gonna be a tiny show in front of a weird crowd. It's gonna be a weird one. This is a weird show. I don't know if I'm gonna stick with these people then. Like Buddy Murphy, yes, because they're a junior heavyweight. We have to do we only have a handful of them, so we're gonna try that out. Not the way I want to introduce the title, but we'll see. Okada, they're coming back. They'll probably do a good job. Muto, we just saw a lot of and just signed them. The only other one I was thinking of putting here was obviously Randy Orton, because look at that. Popularity and trust across the board. Didn't change how many people are showing up. And then Punk, our other new signee. Also, real good presence across the board. You know? Okay. Okada, internationally renowned? Yeah. They're still a B no matter where we go. Like, I don't have any that particularly fill out that third. That's a B. That's a B. They're native to Mexico, and they still have the same popularity as an Okada in Mexico. So I think we're going to be okay. All right. None of the talent we're facing is Mexican anyway. We're facing Dragon Gate's Japanese talent in Mexico. In front of 1,500 people. It's a heck of a step down, but we're going to do it anyway. Okay, we're not going to make 80 grand on this. Not a chance. Okay, like I said, I was prepared to lose money, so that's okay. Merchandise. See, I'm just going to bring that. That's enough. I'm not even going to do branded snacks. I'm just going to... If you guys buy something, great. If not, great. It's not worth it, I don't think. It's not going to be worth it to make 1,000... Well, they got 1,500 people. Cost me $2 grand to make 1,000 snacks, and we sell them for $10 each. So that's eight grand. No, wait, 1,000. They said for 10 each, so that's 10 grand. So yeah, that's 8 grand profit. I'll just see what I get out of the photos, I think. Everything else is intact in terms of what we can do. And what I can also do now is loan some of my other talent out to, like, perhaps have the legends like us. Let's send them Matt Robinson. You wanna... Their rank is so much higher than ours that I wouldn't expect anything. Okay, let me back up and save then. And then before we start potentially lending friends out. Okay, down to the legends. I'm going to try to do anything that it says we're normal with, like Dragon Gate, Impact, Noah, GCW, legends. I'm going to try to send 5 people out, 1 to each. Okay. Matt Robinson. What do you think? No. Okay, I'm going to back out. I'm going to back out immediately. There's no reason people should reject Matt Robinson. He's great. Just my personal opinion of the Divine One, but I think there's no reason you should get rid of him. Okay, event, loan. Well, let's see. We're not going to loan anybody to Dragon Gate because we're working with them. So let's see if we have anybody that Impact might be interested in. How about Kenny Omega coming in? Impact. How about Drew McIntyre coming in? Impact. How about, well, let's try... Yeah, let's try Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre? Boom! Drew McIntyre on loan. Okay, let's save that. Alright, who else we got? That was Impact. Noah is in Japan. You can send them... Hey, buddy, you know who's super popular in your area? Keiji Muto. Gonna go wrestle in Pro Wrestling Noah for us. Alright, that's another good one. Trying to make friends. This is why I'm trying to develop an international roster so that I have people I can send out as goodwill ambassadors. Also, I might be able to collect a belt here and there. You never know. Okay, so Impact, Noah, GCW. This is going to be a harder sell because they're a hardcore promotion. Where are they based out of? America. Okay, so this could be literally anybody. Gotta tell you, it could do worse. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, Mickey Williams! Do you want to go wrestle in that hardcore promotion? They're not a popular wrestler, so the offer may fall through. Ah, boo. GCW. Hey, I spent my last weekend watching 2 GCW shows. I mean, it was a heck of a booking coup with everything they do with Cardona and stuff like that, but that's wild stuff. I should move Matt Cardona to GCW and Fire Bro. That'd be hilarious. All right. So I loaned a few people. We're going to try to get somebody into GCW. I started with Mickey Williams. Let's try... They're less popular, huh? They're in the Americas. I don't want to put Kenny Omega there. Let's try Matt. Yeah, let's try Matt Robinson. What about Matt Robinson? Okay, let's get out of there. I'm going to try to send Kenny to the Legends promotion, and then we'll see what I can do for Noah. Or, excuse me, not Noah, GCW. I'm just trying to make friends with everybody below us, just to see what comes of it. Okay, so if I go to the Legends promotion, and I'm like, surely Kenny Omega. Okay, they have no interest in working with us, like, period? Because now, excuse me, I'll try to send Kenny Omega to GCW and see if they're like, no, he's too popular. Okay. To GCW. Are you serious? Okay, Kenny Omega's out to GCW. That's a wild one. And then this Legends promotion, I'm going to keep trying. Who's like the best guy I got left? Just overall. El Tejano Jr.'s not too bad. Oh, let me save first. Hang on before I do anything else. Every little successful loan, we're gonna save a little bit. I got it. Yeah, let's try. No. Okay, let's try again. I'm gonna keep plucking away. We'll get one. We'll get one in there. Do you guys like This guy. I'm desperate to make inroads with this Legends promotion because I don't know, there's obviously a ton of Legends on the card, right? Okay. I'll try Mastiff. He's the most popular one in the UK region. Oh, he's in poor condition though. I don't want to do that to him. Crap. Yeah, I don't think I have anybody that they have any interest in. Keith Lee? No, they have no interest? Okay. Well, couldn't make anything happen with the Legends. Let's try somebody above us that might not necessarily have had dealings with yet. Like, above us is All Japan. There's some other ones above us. Let's maybe, out of the blue, let's try one of the other American promotions. They are indifferent to us, so that's not terrible. Let's, I'm gonna try all the biggies, starting with the biggiest of them all. WWE. I'm gonna try to see if they have any interest in Keith Lee. Do I have anybody else that has a higher American rating? Houston. Keith Lee. They have no interest in our promotion. I wouldn't expect them to accept. Yeah, no interest in working with us. Okay. We're going to work our way down. We're going to see if Keith Lee wants to be sent out to any American promotion. And then we'll get on that 5-match card. Just trying to do a little more wheeling and dealing than I normally would in these sorts of situations. Like, I would literally... My normal strategy is to steal belts. It's to have promotional battles like this and stack the card to make sure I walked away with all the titles and stuff like that. This one, I don't know how exactly, because I've never tried it before, but I'm going to try to make friends. I'm going to try to make friends with everybody. Okay. AEW has no interest in Lee. And that includes shopping my talent around to other promotions in my territory to be like, you want to be pals? You can have this guy in your card. It would be amazing if I got a group, like a small group of people on the roster once my roster got to a certain size that all I did was lend them out to other promotions. That'd be hilarious. Okay, so indifferent. Let's try Ring of Honor. How about Keith Lee and Ring of Honor? They have no interest in us. Yeah, I don't know. Beyond making a contract with someone, I don't know how to start a relationship. You know what I mean? Like, I've sort of started one with the other promotions around me because they started sending me talent. Like, Noah and Impact Wrestling have both sent me talent, and I've just accepted it. I don't know why these people aren't doing the same. Still indifferent. Okay, I'm gonna put a pin in that for now. Anything else I can do? Stables are all good, right? Yeah, everyone's where they need to be. My roster is full. I'm not going to spend any more money on anything until next month/week. Ooh, let's do a quick... Ooh, sorry, not that. Let's do... Everybody thinks I'm cool as hell. Awesome. Okay. Let's save it again quick. And we have our event booked. We got a 5-on-5 or a 5v5 singles competition going up against Dragon Gate. I have no idea what to expect with this roster. Oh wait, maybe I can do this and cheat. Oh, it's not. It doesn't tell me which ones are booked. Okay, I think it's gonna be Big R Shimizu. Maybe not. I don't know who the champion is. Maybe Brother Yashi. Maybe Ben K. They have so few people. All right, well, we'll find out. See how we do. Cross your fingers that we can defeat Dragon Gate in this promotional contest. All right, nothing left to do but get myself out of the way and get on down to the ring as... Let's see, promotional battle. Let's get rid of these last two matches. So this is for the GWA Junior title in the main event. It's going to be Buddy Murphy versus somebody. For the D-Gate Championship, we have their champion is facing my guy, my champion, Kenta Kobashi. So technically champion versus champion match there, but only their title's on the line. And then I think I got... Oh, we'll see. We'll see. Everyone's going to show up. Oops. Proceed, please. I can't wait to see how the period cross-promotion event goes. Finalize management decisions for month and proceed to the results. Yes, please. Everybody here? It is our February cross-promotional event. We're super excited. All right. So, we have... I don't know if he's probably not a Jimmy anymore, but I know him as Jimmy Kagetora versus CM Punk in our opener. Yamato versus Randy Orton. I feel like I'm going to mop the floor with these guys, but we'll find out. Ryo Saito versus Kazuchika Okada. Man, the Mexican fans are in for a real treat seeing all these Japanese wrestlers. Yeah, it is Brother Yashi. Oh my gosh, you're toast, brother. Yashi. That's hilarious. Kenta Kobashi versus Brother Yashi for the Dragon Gate Heavyweight Championship. Oh, and Dragon Kid versus Buddy Murphy. Now that is a slam dunk right there. Let me get on camera to say that into camera. That is what I'm talking about. I don't even mind if Buddy Murphy loses that, because that means we have to keep inviting Dragon Kid back to put on matches for us. I'm cool with that. I'm super cool with that. It'd be really funny if, when we book this, we couldn't change the thing from Strong, I guess. I was going to say, if we could only change the match style to Lucha all the way through, I think we might be okay. I don't know, but we'll see. Especially in that main event, I think we would have been fine. All right, so we only have 1,500 here. Nobody paid a lot to be here. We didn't put a lot into promoting this or advertising it or anything like that. We got 1,500 people in the door without ever being in Mexico before. So let me actually note that as well. Year 3, month 2 in Mexico. Or the Latin territories. Okay, promotional battle versus Dragon Gate. 5 singles matches, starting with Kagetora versus CM Punk. Here we go. I guess it's just Kagetora now if he doesn't have a first name. It would be showing. Okay. 1 second here while I update my text file, and now we can get ourselves down to the ring. Bonk. All right, the commentary is going to be a little biased in this one because we got to pull for GWA to come through, and we are underway. Kagetora against CM Punk, the first of 5 singles matches here. It is a best of 5 singles series contest between GWA, who is hosting this event, and Dragon Gate out of Japan. An indie lucha style promotion out of Japan, has existed for about 20 years now. Funnily enough, we are in Mexico, putting on this cross promotional battle between an American and Japanese promotion. So truly feeling worldly in this one, as CM Punk going to work on Kagetora in the opening moments here. CM Punk looking to erase the disappointment of their GWA debut. They shouldn't feel too bad. Only one competitor has managed to win their debut contest on the roster, at least since we started tracking those things in the second year. The first year we had a roster of 8 and built everything around the championship series, so it didn't really matter who lost to whom, but as we debut new talent, they do not win. So, a lot on the shoulders of CM Punk. Wants to get that first W in the proper column. Wants to get that first win for the GWA, his new home promotion, as they set out in a best of 5 series here against Dragon Gate. Trying to establish dominance early on. Nicely done. You see that signature Shining Wizard Bulldog combination out of CM Punk, sending Kagetora most of the way across the ring with that combination there. Some signature offense from the straight edge CM Punk. I almost called him the straight edge superstar. The Second City Saint. Here looking for the go to sleep on the floor against Kagetora. You can't pin your opponent out there. As in the GWA, there are no countouts or disqualifications outside the ring here. Match can only end on the inside via pinfall or submission. CM Punk knows that all too well. Able to hit Kagetora with a go to sleep on the floor, though. Definitely a psychological and physical advantage in the camp of CM Punk in the opening moments of this one. Things are getting hot and heavy here on the gymnasium floor, and that's not just because we lack air conditioning in this building. In canon here, or in kayfabe, whatever you want to call it, another go to sleep on the floor to Kagetora, and now CM Punk grabs a weapon from under the ring. Interesting offense here out of CM Punk in only their second appearance in the GWA. As we said, this is a smaller show that we're putting on here in a out-of-the-way gymnasium in Mexico as we take on Dragon Gate in front of 1,500 strong, seeing GWA action for the first time, and what a weird show it is that we're bringing them. If you've never seen us before, your first exposure will be as we challenge a separate promotion entirely that you are also not familiar with for supremacy. And why should you care, oh Mexican citizens? I ask you. Well, we got a real good deal on some Zan travel, and that's why we're here in Mexico tonight. And that's all I care to say about it. As they go back to work on the floor once again, on the other side of the ring this time, making sure the crowd gets their money's worth in this opening contest, is CM Punk, content to batter Kagetora on both sides of the ring. Kagetora fighting back with a nice suplex. Drop kick to the mush. And gets fended off by the Chicago-made Punk. It goes right back to work, has already hit a pair of GTSs, but on the floor, nice double underhook into the backbreaker, some more signature offense. As we're about to see again, oh, nope, didn't go for the Anaconda Vice on the floor that time. As Kagetora trying to take the fight back into the ring. And here we go. Punk sets him up in the corner, drops him down to the mat. Kagetora now, sending Punk to the floor. Kagetora smartly taking his time to catch his wind here. Has absorbed the majority of the punishment in this contest so far. Trying to do right by his home promotion, Dragon Gate. Hooks the leg deep off a spin kick and gets a 2 count. As we just passed 12 minutes here. Oh, dangerous DDT variation from Kagetora into the cover. 1, 2. Punk kicks it 2. Kagetora bringing the heavy-duty offense, a second one. 1, 2. Punk kicks again at 2. Again, Kagetora spikes him on top of his head. Into the cover. 1, 2. Punk kicks again at 2. 3 near falls in a row. Nicely done. Over and around for the DDT by Punk off the ropes. 2 in a row. Once again, sitting up for that Anaconda Vice, and here it is. Mr. Bigfoot getting into position, and that is it. Kagetora having to tap to the Anaconda Vice, and CM Punk is your winner. GWA goes up 1-0 in our best of 5 series against Dragon Gate. All right. 92%, I'll take that. To the delight of the crowd here in Mexico. Okay, coming up next, as always, in this particular format, we have GWA talent versus Dragon Gate talent. And next up, we have Wily veteran Randy Orton versus Wily veteran Yamato. Let's get on down to the ring for this one. Ooh, short hair Yamato. So it was at least had been updated a couple of times from the initial version I had in my Fire Pro. Excellent. I don't know if he currently sports this look. My Dragon Gate edits are admittedly out of date. But Randy Orton does not care. They're looking to hit that RKO from out of nowhere. I'm not intimately familiar with the finishing and signature maneuvers of the Dragon Gate talent. Part of that is on purpose, as they were all surprise opponents going into this event, so no one in the GWA quite knew who we were going to see until we got to the ring tonight. As you can see, Randy Orton with that patented Orton stomp all the way around the perimeter of Yamato, taking his time, laying in each and every boot. Is the Apex Predator going for an RKO there, and Yamato fights him off. Obviously, Randy Orton, the size and strength advantage in this one. But the conditioning of the Dragon Gate athlete can never be undersold. They are fantastically conditioned. The amount of punishment they can absorb in their matches, the speed with which they can recover, the speed with which they can perform their signature maneuvers. Something to behold when they really get going. Especially like a Dragon Gate 6-man when they're firing on all cylinders and using the lucha tag rules to zip in and out of the ring. Little zip in that forearm from Yamato, and in that power slam from Randy Orton. Nice dragon screw leg whip there from Yamato, trying to slow down Randy Orton. Isn't that the shoe being on the other foot in an Orton matchup? Randy Orton being the one that his opponent is trying to slow down rather than vice versa. Dropping Yamato with another DDT is RKO. Randall Keith or Kenneth Orton? One of those two. Keith, maybe? Bit of a feeling out process. You can see the crowd not quite sure what to make of either of these competitors either. You would think they would have some familiarity or more familiarity with an international star like a Randy Orton, moreover, than a Yamato, no offense, but couldn't get more than 1,500 people in the door no matter what we did. I mean, we could have advertised and spent some money on it, but pish posh. Unadvertised promotional battle in the middle of a gymnasium in urban Mexico somewhere. No count to Randy Orton by Yamato there, showing just quite the hill that Yamato has to climb in this one for fear of putting his promotion down 2 matches to 0. Nice double stomp to the tuchus of Randy Orton, trying to seize up all those core muscles. If you can't move, you can't fight. Nice snap suplex there by Yamato, but Orton able to roll through, maintain his advantage. Calm, cool, and collected is Randy Orton. Nice angle slam there. Sending Yamato off the ropes. There's that high-speed power slam, and back into the Orton stomp. He will take his time with this as well. Going on every joint. Every major area of the body gets attention in that Orton stomp. Now he's just waiting for Yamato to stand. Off the ropes he comes. Ducks a big clothesline, does Yamato. Trying to get himself a little time and space here, I think, to regroup. You're not going to get a pin that way on Randy Orton, but he gets a 1 count. Orton calling for the finish, trying to drag Yamato away from the ropes, perhaps to hit that RKO out of nowhere, and there it is. Into the cover for Orton. 1, 2, 3. Just another day at the office for the Viper Randy Orton, handily defeating Yamato. A reminder, we're not necessarily here to put on the best show in the world. We're here to win matches, are the GWA crew. All right, I'll take it. And just by virtue of being awesome, we got 90% out of that one. Was not expecting that. So this Mexican crowd taking to the American and Japanese action in front of them, which is fun to see. And it continues with Ryo Saito versus Kazuchika Okada coming your way. If Okada wins here, it will be a clean 3-match sweep, and the 2 title matches, we're not going to really worry about the results. But let's see if Ryo Saito can change the fortunes of Dragon Gate here, or if it's going to be 3 in a row for the GWA talents. I know what I'm rooting for, but I might be the promoter of one of these 2 promotions. I might be in charge a little bit. The other thing about the Dragon Gate athlete is that they go forever. Like, I think Saito is just retiring this year, if I'm not mistaken. It's either him or Masato Yoshino, one or the other. Hang on. can't remember if it's... Okay. So it is not Ryo Saito. It is in fact Masato Yoshino, who will be retiring at the end of August after, gosh, 20 some odd years as, what is it, his nickname was Speed Muscle, I believe? The embodiment of, I would call him the embodiment of the Dragon Gate style that I was describing earlier, where they are supremely conditioned athletes that can work fast and work hard, can absorb an incredible amount of punishment in that they have some crazy offensive maneuvers, and it usually takes a good combination of devastating stuff to put somebody down in a Dragon Gate match, as opposed to like a singular finish. Haven't quite seen that tenacity out of the roster to this point. Mind you, they are in unfamiliar territory ×2. First being in a GWA ring, where the GWA competitors are very much accustomed to stepping foot within this confines of these particular set of ropes. And doubly so that, well, this also goes for the GWA competitors, but the Dragon Gate competitors are competing in Mexico for what might be the first time. It certainly is a first-time trip for the GWA roster, even though we only brought the 5 of them and the camera crew. But delighted to have you along with us here as we present Dragon Gate versus GWA. Ryo Saito looking to tie up Kazuchika Okada, repping the Gnarly Wrestling Aisle, trying to get Dragon Gate on the board. They are down 2 matches to none. If Okada wins this one, it'll be a clean 3-match sweep. Matches 4 and 5 will still take place, obviously, because they have title implications. But in terms of promotional battles, it'll be an easy victory for the GWA if Okada is able to pull this one out. You can see in each case we've seen thus far, the Dragon Gate competitor has been the smaller of the 2 athletes. But to take nothing away from their performance, a rolling series of fisherman busters there from Saito, doing incredible damage to the neck, the shoulders, the back, working over all sorts of Okada with that combo there was Saito. Trying to get back on an even playing field with the Rainmaker. Saito there, you see powering through that suplex. Nicely done, release Dragon. Gonna tie Okada up again, center of the ring this time.
Give up.
Okada's got to break free here.
Give up.
You see he's got both arms and one leg tied up in that rather unique submission maneuver there from Ryo Saito. Okada's got to take a pause and a bit of a breath before he continues. Blam! Neck breaker across the knee. Off the ropes, big sliding drop kick to the mush, and Okada signals for the Rainmaker clothesline. Looking to perhaps set it up with that STO. Fireman's carry into a suplex from Okada. More signature offense. Looks like he's warming up to it. Oh. Saito able to fend it off, at least momentarily. Snaps him over with the head scissors. Saito fighting for his life here. Okada honing in on that Rainmaker. Nice big boot by Kazuchika Okada. Saito once again able to fend him off for the moment, as Okada's got to take some time to catch his breath. Rolling clutch by Saito, 2! Okada out at 2. Back to that neck breaker across the knee. Vicious stuff there from Kazuchika Okada. Again signaling for that Rainmaker. There's the go behind. Reversed by Saito. Saito looking to wrap him up. Boom! Holds onto the Dragon this time. 2! Okada just rolls the shoulder at 2.9. Ryo Saito looking to put Okada away and keep Dragon Gate's hopes alive in this promotional battle. Off the ropes goes Okada with another big drop kick to the face. Signals for the Rainmaker, but Saito just staring at him, daring him to bring it on. Oh, big boot by Okada. Go behind, fend it off. Saito refusing to allow Okada to hit that Rainmaker. Oh, here it comes! Rainmaker, center of the ring! 1, 2, no! Saito kicks out at 2.9! And we're still fighting! Saito fighting for Dragon Gate, his home promotion of 20 plus years. Dragon suplex with the bridge by Saito! No! Okada kicks out! Oh! Okada with another big boot, fending off that Dragon suplex attempt. Saito again! 1, 2, no! Okada kicks out again! Barely! Drops him with the elevator! Shades of the DNA of TNA Matt Morgan from Ryo Saito. Off the ropes. Saito's got Okada reeling here. Saito bringing the fight for Dragon Gate. Okada looking to seal the deal for the Gnarly Wrestling Aisle. Looking to close the Dragon Gate. Saito looking to keep it open for at least one more match. Sends Okada off the ropes. Belly to belly overhead throw almost tosses him out of the ring. Creeping up on 20 minutes. Release Dragon that time. Okada rolls through. Saito body slams him to the floor. Smartly catches his breath. Hey, woo! Thanks very much for the raid, buddy. Hope you're having a good one. We're in the middle of a heated promotional battle with Dragon Gate. Our representative Kazuchika Okada just eating a vicious double stomp. Ryo Saito into the cover. Okada kicks it too. Ryo Saito in the orange representing the Dragon Gate promotion. Kazuchika Okada in the gold representing the Gnarly Wrestling Aisle. And we couldn't be happier to have you with us. Especially those joining us from that Anamine Dad raid. Nice to see everybody. Dubshep, what's going on, buddy? Hope everyone's having a lovely evening. Oh, Ryo Saito not too fond of that shot from Okada. Low bridge on the German from the Rainmaker. Got him! And that will do it. 3 matches in a row. 3 victories for the GWA in the best of 5 series. We've done it. But that's not all. We still got 2 more title matches to go. Now that the promotional battle is essentially over with a 5-star classic out of Kazuchika Okada. Now that we put that to bed, we can concentrate on the 2 title matches that are our double main event. Hang on one second here. Let me just record this in my handy-dandy text file. 3 straight victories for the GWA faithful. And we put down Dragon Gate members Kagetora, Yamato, and Ryo Saito via CM Punk, Randy Orton, and Kazuchika Okada, respectively. Let's go ahead and save our game. And as we said, we got a couple of title matches headed your way to end things on a high note. The current GWA heavyweight champion, Kenta Kobashi, looking to add another title to their already impressive resume when they take on the current Dragon Gate champion, Brother Yashi. Let me just pop on camera real quick here to personally thank everybody for hanging out after that raid. Hope everyone's having a nice evening, and so on and so forth. Okay, let's get out of here so I can get out of the way of the action. As we said, GWA champion Kenta Kobashi versus Dragon Gate champion Brother Yashi. Brother Yashi's title is on the line. Kenta's is not. Champion versus champion. Let's see how this shakes out. GWA already winning the promotional battle by winning the first 3 matches. Matches 4 and 5 still scheduled to take place as there are title implications, but that cannot sit well with the Dragon Gate champion Brother Yashi you see there in the black, green, and gold attire, the red dreadlocks, against the GWA champion Kenta Kobashi in his traditional black and purple trunks. Kenta Kobashi been looking for that vicious, burning hammer, that inverted Death Valley driver. Brother Yashi, I couldn't quite tell you what he does to finish his matches with. I was not privy to who the opponents, who the Dragon Gate talent would be in this matchup, so unfortunately I couldn't study up on what they do. That's probably for the best of the competition as well. I would have totally spoiled it to my GWA roster members. Would have given them the 411 on what was going on with their opponents, I must admit. So your guess is as good as mine what we were going to see out of Brother Yashi, but from what I remember after briefly seeing them like in real life, they generally like win their matches, if they win them at all, by cheating. So yeah, stuff like that shot to the ding dong. As the two men go back and forth, Brother Yashi getting the better of that strike battle in the early going here. And then back to work, softening up the groin of Kenta Kobashi. Oh dear, who just tries to chop the head off the shoulders of Brother Yashi. Oh, spinning chop to the back of the head and then slowing things down with that single leg crab is the GWA champion, Kenta Kobashi here, fighting not only for honor, but for the opportunity to be a double champion. Not only the GWA title holder, but also the opportunity to become Dragon Gate champion if he can knock off Brother Yashi here tonight. Brother Yashi going to the eyes of Kobashi. You can see him looking for every little bit of advantage he can get against the larger, more accomplished Kenta Kobashi, one of the four pillars, as you see that huge burning lariat. Ducked that time and then kicked in the ding-ding by Brother Yashi.
Give up.
Atomic drop there from Yashi again, working the groin of Kenta Kobashi. I don't know if that eventually leads to a particular submission or impactful maneuver. Seems quite focused on the nethers of Kobashi to this point. His Brother Yashi, the Dragon Gate champion, who eats a vicious knife-edge chop across the brow from Kobashi, who sets him up for a brainbuster now. Big cover at the 7-minute mark, and Yashi just rolls the shoulder, and we fight on. That could have dimmed the lights of the Dragon Gate champ. And how half and half suplex by Kobashi, having his way with Brother Yashi here. Big shoulder tackle off the ropes. Kobashi calling for the end. Oof. Chopping Yashi down again. Backhanded chop this time. Kobashi feeling it. Burning lariat once again. Off the ropes this time. That extra power behind it. Oh, Yashi able to fight back though. Forearm and a headbutt. And oh my gosh, a testicular claw. I knew he had to be softening up the groin for something, but a testicular claw from Brother Yashi. Vicious offense from the Dragon Gate champion. Oh, and back to the ding dong. Rolls him up in La Magistral. Oh, Kobashi with a strong kick out at one. Right back to the business. Goes Yashi into the La Magistral. Another kick out at one. Yashi's got to find another strategy here. Two men content to slug it out. You see Yashi trying to work Kobashi back to the center of the ring. Eats a lariat. Kobashi here. Burning lariat. Looking to put Yashi away. Boom. Down he goes again. Oh. Using the legs this time is Kenta. Oh. Vicious backhanded chop across the back of the neck. A Brother Yashi. Oh, spikes him with a brainbuster, this Yashi. Now just choking Kenta Kobashi. He's got a 5 count to break this. But Kobashi able to fight his way free at 2. Flashes of brilliance from Brother Yashi, but so far having to withstand the onslaught of your GWA champion Kenta Kobashi, who's been in firm control for the majority of this contest. And there's the burning hammer! Yashi spills out to the floor on the impact. There are no counters or DQs out here. Kobashi knows he can only win the match on the inside of the ring, and so he goes right back inside. Yashi trying to protest over the PA system, but nothing doing. Now he's got him up for another brainbuster, but he once again spills to the floor. You gotta think it's the only thing saving Brother Yashi at this point. Again trying to complain over the PA system, and then back to the testicular claw. Quite the showman is Brother Yashi, I would say. Oh, and then back to the ding-a-ling. La Maestro Cradle! Only a one, still only a one count. Hasn't hit two yet. Oh, I'll let him know when he, oh my gosh, I was gonna say when he wakes up and he powers through that brainbuster attempt as Brother Yashi. Buckle Bomb! Kenta Kobashi having his way still. Oh. Oh, a super kick. Brother Yashi in a world of hurt. Trying to trick his way back to an even playing field. Can't do that. Can't seem to wrestle Kobashi, but back to work on the groin seems to be the focus of the offense of Brother Yashi. Ooh, Kobashi narrowly avoiding contact with the referee there. That could have been disastrous. Back into a choke goes Brother Yashi. He's got a 5 count to break it. Kobashi able to break it at 2 once again, though. German suplex by Brother Yashi. Almost puts Kobashi down. Stunned him with that German, did Brother Yashi. Drops him with the brainbuster this time. Hanging in there and hanging in there is Brother Yashi. Could it be that Kobashi has punched himself out as we approach the 20-minute mark? Oh, geez. Doesn't look like he's chopped himself out quite yet. Northern Lights, 1, 2. Oh, just escapes. Kobashi able to kick out of that. And then a nice delayed suplex to Brother Yashi, who rolls through the attempt. Right back into a strike battle against the big man. Gets drop of that clothesline. You can see Brother Yashi clutching his neck. Has taken a lot of punishment in this 20-minute match. Oh, burning lariat once again into the cover. 1, 2, 3. Kenta Kobashi is your new Dragon Gate champion. Kenta Kobashi of the GWA picks up a second title. In a barn burner of a contest. I think just for hanging in there as long as he did, he got 96%. Okay. Boom, a new Dragon Gate champion crowned, and they don't work for Dragon Gate. Bum, bum, bum. All right, it is time for your main event. Typically, they'd like you to put one of your own belts on the line. We didn't have a GWA Junior Heavyweight Champion. We still don't. At the conclusion of this very matchup, we will. So for the right to be called the inaugural GWA Junior Heavyweight Champion, we have a GWA contracted wrestler in Buddy Murphy facing off against Dragon Gate's Dragon Kid. I'm actually fine if Dragon Kid ends up winning this, because it'll be fun inviting Dragon Kid onto my shows to try to win my junior title back. Anyway, even if he loses, I got Buddy Murphy as champ, so it's win-win for me. Let's get down to the ring and see if it's a clean sweep for the GWA competitors, or if Dragon Gate can walk away with some GWA gold. Dragon Kid, the masked competitor in the silver, black, and green. Buddy Murphy in the black, gold, and white. With the man bun. The best kept secret, Buddy Murphy out of Australia. I think. It's either Australia or New Zealand. I think it's Australia. Going up against Dragon Kid. Another savvy veteran. Was with Dragon Gate back when it was Toriumon, Ultimo Dragon's training facility. Has had like a 25-year career, more or less, I want to say. Very innovative high flyer. If you've ever seen the Dragon Rana, that front flip into the Hurricane Rana off the top rope. It's the signature offense of Dragon Kid. Might see that on display later today. Oh my gosh! Buddy Murphy with a counter into that knee strike. Buddy Murphy not shy about using those knees to his advantage. Nice counter there by Murphy. Now you see some of that offense out of Dragon Kid. Rolls him up, but no. Nice sequence there out of the Kid. Unfortunately, it resulted in a no count. It's got to weigh heavy on the shoulders of a Dragon Kid. being the last Dragon Gate competitor with a chance to bring a little respect to the name of your promotion here. Currently 0-4 in singles contests in this promotional battle. They have long lost the battle themselves, but perhaps they can have a moral victory as well as a a pinfall or submission victory if Dragon Kid is able to best Buddy Murphy in this contest and claim the GWA Junior Heavyweight Championship as his own. We could very well end up with a non-roster member being our Junior Heavyweight Champion at the end of this one. Or Buddy Murphy is crowned the inaugural champion and remains with us. A lot on the line here. We're only 5 minutes deep into this. Your second of 2 main events for the day.
Give up.
As always, the creature on feature, the referee on record. You saw them there looking to call for the submission. You see their fancy footwork getting across the ring. That is Mr. Bigfoot calling the action. Dragon Kid catching his breath there in the center of the ring. Not one to get gassed normally, but when you face somebody like a Buddy Murphy, nicely done there. Hang on, 1. Ooh, just a 1. Oh my gosh, I can't remember the name of that. That is like Masato Tanaka's move, but I can't remember the name of it. Dang. 1, 2. Dragon Kid with a 2 count there to the delight of the crowd. Hang on. I almost said to the delight of the applause, but that's the same thing twice. Delight of the crowd. Oh, it's driving me nuts that I can't remember the name of Masato Tanaka's awesome ass move. Oh, the Diamond Dust. That was the Diamond Dust. Jeepers Creepers. That is listed as the Canadian DDT, but it almost spells disaster for Dragon Kid there as he's just able to kick out. Let's see if he can do it twice in a row. Buddy Murphy rolling him over. 1, 2, 3. Buddy Murphy just like that. And the GWA absolutely destroys Dragon Gate in this promotional battle. Not only that, Buddy Murphy has won the junior title in a terrible match. Yeah, 63%. Brutal. In the worst match you could possibly have on the card. I mean, no, that's not true, but brutal. What a surprise. I don't know what's going on, but our main events are getting stinky. Like our undercard's awesome, but our main events are getting stinky. Buddy Murphy crowned the inaugural GWA Junior Heavyweight Champion, and we have ourselves a new belt on the go. I mean, we don't necessarily need to have him defend it because we only have like 4 or 5 technical junior heavyweights, but that's okay. Got 3 belts on the go now. Okay, so we sold the place out. We didn't advertise. We did a good job. Card average, average card rating wise, the salaries of these 5 competitors are probably going to negate whatever money we would have made. We're going to lose money on the show is all I'm saying. Let me get back on screen so we can do our do the business end of this. We're doing the in-ring stuff for now. So 5 straight wins for the GWA competitors, annihilating. I mean, some spirited matchups up until the main event where Buddy Murphy just buzzsawed his way through Dragon Kid without any issue. All right, let's end this event. Cross promotion match was amazing. This victory broadcasts our strength to fans and the industry. Let's maintain our momentum. So there you go. Our first event abroad. It was nerve-wracking, but now we're ready to take on the world. So that was a twofer. We won a promotional battle, and it was our first step outside of the Americas to, a very modest crowd in Mexico, but whatever. And then we have Buddy of the GWA winning the GWA Junior Heavyweight Championship to become the inaugural champion. Kobashi winning the Dragon Gate belt to now be the Dragon Gate champion. I'm going to have to start bringing in people from Dragon Gate for Kobashi to face for the Dragon Gate belt. Meanwhile, I'll be building competitors for Kobashi to face for the GWA title. So it's going to be fun, but that's going to wear Kenta down like crazy. 1,600 in a 1,500 seater. That's dope. But we're still losing money for sure. No way we won money on this thing. Oh my God, Hollywood Hogan is the Big Japan Tag Team Champion. Nick Gage is a double tag team champion in GCW. Oh, we made money. We made 40 grand. Okay, I'll take it. That's insane. I can't believe we made that. We must have just, yeah, we sold all our photos. Okay. Oh yeah, it's that Lit Cola sponsorship. Holy crap. That was 80 grand right there. So that covered all of our expenses from that one cola sponsorship. I keep forgetting about that. Cross promotion expenses cost an additional, oh, it only cost us half for the venue. Oh, they cover half the venue cost. I didn't know that. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. So profit split was 70% just on ticket sales. Suckers. I picked the smallest event I could. We made all the money ourselves on the merch. Didn't split that one iota. Suckers. And then nothing noteworthy happened other than we decimated Dragon Gate and it stole their title. Okay, so Dragon Gate has scouted Boulder. Oh, like Bear Boulder? Okay, so one of our scouts came back empty-handed. That's too bad. Your wrestlers participated in a charity event. The fans love seeing this side of them. That's awesome. So that should help our popularity overall. That was a pretty good haul there. Okay, so that's done. Let's check our management training center stuff. Let's do all this. I don't think I did this last month. Maybe I did. I must have. Worked it out. So we put on that promotional battle. We also sent some we sent some of our roster members out to other promotions to see how they did. Nobody, it seems, won any belts, which is fine. But I'm gonna keep that 673. That's enough. I'm gonna leave that as is. I might do more shirts, towels, goods, and snacks, but I'll worry about that later. How are we doing here? Oh, hang on. I mean broadcast. I meant to do broadcast. Should we say 4? Okay, so we got 4 more months under our current broadcast. So that's 2 more weeks since we're doing 2 shows a week. And then 3 weeks from now, that means I got to figure out how to do TV because we're going to get national television coverage in game, which I'm converting to mean pay-per-view, which means we have weeks of TV to start doing. Okay. I'll have a think on it. Like I said, like three matches sounds like an hour of TV, quote unquote. So if I do 4 one-hour shows to build a pay-per-view, and then like as my roster grows and theoretically if I get a broadcast contract that is like international, I can then pretend that they doubled my weekly time, so I do 2-hour shows leading to the pay-per-views type of thing. There's a lot of headcanon involved in Fire Promoter, but what they do offer in-game is also pretty cool. Okay, so training stuff's all done. I don't have any room to hire anybody at the moment. Let me just check to see how everybody's... Oh, let me do personal advice. How's everybody doing? Thomas Walker? Okay. Let's just make sure everybody's happy with what they're making. How's everybody feeling? Kenta Kobashi! Our belt and the Dragon Gate belt. What a stud. Adam Page. Omega's fine. Everyone else doing okay? Everyone good? Oh, yeah, there's Buddy Murphy. There's a new junior champion. Everyone else feeling good? Yeah, everyone's feeling good. Okay, so who was it? Thomas Walker. There you go, buddy. Little raise for you. And then Kenta? Kenta, huh? Okay. I mean, makes sense. Hey, now that I'm a double champion, I'm probably worth a lot more to your company, aren't I? Well then, let's make $4,200 a month. Yep, he's making more than twice his closest competitor in terms of salary. Orton, okay. He hears voices in his head and they tell him he wants more money. Tiny raise for you. It's good to nip this stuff in the bud. Bill Bullock. Okay. I wish they'd tell me more than one name at a time. That's my only thing. Bill Bullock, how you doing? 1,100 for you. There you go. Personal advice. CM Punk just signed with us, and they're already not happy with their pay. Like, literally, they worked 2 events with us. Okay, buddy. Okay, buddy. You're like our second last signing. And you're like, okay, you're up to 2,200. Are you going to be one of those the whole time you're here? Everyone loves me? Everyone loves me again. Okay. Promotional stats. See, I got 4 belts on the go. I mean, it's because I have the 3 of mine and then the Dragon Gate one. And then Dragon Gate now has also 4 belts on the go because I have their main title. I'm going to try to give it back to them, don't get me wrong, but... Oh, hang on. Friendly with Noah. Noah loves us. That's good. That's good stuff. Normal, normal, normal. Normal's good and different's good. I feel like as we rise up the ranks, these ones are going to start paying attention to us more. So we got normal, normal. I got a friendly. That's awesome. We are friendly with Pro Wrestling Noah. Good stuff. We sent the Muto, I think. Right. I think that's all we're going to do now. I've done that. I don't need to do merchandise yet. We've worked on our contracts. I'm not going to worry about... Oh, scouting. That's it. Right. They didn't find anybody, huh? Stoic and freestyle. Stoic. Japan? I might find somebody good. I don't know. Stoic is more like UFC style, so I don't know about that. Mind you, Samoa Joe counts as Stoic, so maybe it's just more submission based. Okay. Sent out that scout. That is all I'm going to do for now. So let's get over here. And we shall hit this fancified button to get my big dumb face all over that screen. Here it come. Here it come. Bam! There it is. And I'd like to thank everybody for watching, no matter where or when you happen to be. Wishing you all chill vibes and clear skies. If you find yourself in possession of a plethora of positive energy, please share it if you can spare it. And don't forget about your old pal, the Silent G, Rad Gnarly, saying so long for now. We will be back Friday afternoon at 2 p.m. Eastern to continue stumbling and bumbling our way to heroism in the BioShock Infinite. So until then, TTFN, let's find somebody to spread a little love to on our way out. Wow, when we do these primetime shows, we always have way more options. Okay, look at all our buddies doing that thing. Oh, you know who you've never rated? Here. Let's go raid Forgotten VCR. They do some great edits, tape to tape, like literal VHS tape to VHS tape of old, like weird Japanese movies and wrestling and all that fun stuff. All right, we're gonna go check out Forgotten VCR, and I'm gonna say ta-ta for now. All right, thanks very much for hanging. Hopefully I'll see you tomorrow afternoon.